Hey there, gorgeous gays! Version 2 here. I'm standing up, aren't I?
Please make
Welcome
sure you have the ring
to
con accessory, leg
Ring
strap,
Fit
and left and right
Adventure.
Joy-Con
We're
ready.
doing this. This is happening. This
Let's
game.
put on the leg strap.
We gotta
Make
set
sure
it
you
up.
have
If
a
you don't know
clear
what
view
Ring
of the
Fit
screen
is,
so you can see the instructions.
we're gonna set this up. I was gonna turn it up. I'm way further
Push
away
the
from the
left
camera.
Joy-Con firmly into the pocket on
Gotta
the leg strap.
increase the volume. Here's our leg strap. We put the left Joy-Con firmly into the leg pocket.
Sit down in a chair.
Sit down. Oh, what about a bed? Is a bed okay, Ring Fit Adventure?
Place the leg strap high on your left leg,
On the
above
left
the
leg?
center of your thigh.
You can't even see me right now.
Make sure not to let it slip.
It's alright, my thighs are big, but they're not so big that this doesn't
Now wrap
fit.
the leg strap around your thigh.
There you go! I'm not going to wrap it around my
Put
shorts.
the tip of the strap
Because if
through
I
the
wrap
hole.
it around my shorts, then it sticks to my shorts get stuck, and my shorts
Tighten
gonna
the
move
leg
while I'm doing a
strap
lot of
by pulling to
exercise.
the right
So
side.
the leg strap
While
is there.
still
It's just
pulling,
underneath my
fasten
shorts.
the
If you're
tip.
ever wondering, and it is quite tight. Again, you
The
see
leg
that girl
strap
and
is
her
now
legs, and
attached.
like this is mine, but it still fits. It still fits.
If the leg strap comes loose, please tighten it again.
That is something that is a very big issue. I gotta keep it up
Check
really
that the
high, because
leg
otherwise
strap
while doing
is
certain
firmly
things like squats,
fastened
it
over
will
the
come
center
loose.
of your left
Once
thigh,
we finish
but
our
not too tight.
suit up guide, I will properly explain more
let's
things
prepare
about like
the
my
ring
history
con.
of this and everything like that. But you know,
Attach
you got
the right
we gotta start.
Joy-Con
We're
by
starting from
sliding
the
it
fresh,
into
and we're
the ring
starting from the
con.
beginning. This is the ring con.
Slide
ring,
until you hear a
ring
clicking
con.
noise.
And just slides in there like that. Because I imagine there's a lot of people who've probably heard about this game. I don't
You
know
have
how many
assembled
people have
the ring
actually
con.
seen much about it though. Ring con! I don't know how many people have like seen a ton of this game. I don't even know how many people have beaten it. Like, I don't know anyone else. I should know. That's a lie. I know one person who has like done a bunch of this. I don't even know if they've beaten it or anything like that. But here's our ring con, and we go squish. Set distance, location determined measurements. UK distance in miles, weight in stones and pounds. Outside the UK, incorrect measurements. No, I selected UK. Let me. I didn't mean to select UK. Can I? Damn it. Squeeze it! I thought not UK was the default. Why is it? I'm in Australia. Why is that not the default? Anyway, this is how we move and stuff like that. You are going to see my stomach frequently during this. Ignore it. I don't have a shirt big enough to stop how much my stomach overhangs over my pants to stop showing off my stomach. That's just how it's going to be. The whole point of me doing this is to try and get rid of this, so it's fine. Anyway, how do I get to the options so I can actually display them in the proper thing? I might have to do that like once we're in the game. Because it's going to ask me to set my measurements like basically straight away. It's going to ask me to set my measurements now, and I don't know what my measurements are in stone. I fucked up is what I did. What I've done is I fucked up already. It's going great. It's going great. It's going great. I might need to look up some things to get my measurements and stuff actually correct. Or should I just go back and restart from the beginning? Should I just delete my save data and just start again? Nah, fuck it. We can fix it up in there. Hello! Welcome to Ring Fit Adventure. Actually, no, this will be good because then all of the people who are out there using the wrong measurements can know what my measurements are at the start, and then we use the correct ones for the rest of it. So we'll look it up and we'll learn together, shall we? Welcome to Ring Fit Adventure. Great sign. We'll go on an adventure and enjoy ring fitness. By the way, there's something you absolutely must remember when doing your ring fitness, and that is proper posture. Everyone can also shit talk me about how bad my posture is while I'm doing this. Even if you believe that you're doing the exercise correctly, if your posture is off, you could reduce how effective the exercise is. Now please allow me to introduce resident posture professional, presenting the impeccably postured paragon of posability, Tip. Hey, there's Tip. Hi Tip, hello. Tip will demonstrate what it means to have proper posture. Once you've mastered proper posture, you can dive into your exercises knowing you're getting even more out of them. I will try my best to do proper posture. Because we're going into this extraordinarily unfit, our posture and stuff is going to be bad to start with. That's just how it's going to be. But again, you do this to get better at it. Be sure to watch Tip closely and enjoy ring fitness. Let's start by practicing the basic controls. Copy Tip's movement to move the cursor up and down. Then select, I did it! I did it! And then you can go down to go, I can't do it. I did it! Great, just like that. Let's practice moving the cursor one more time. I did it! Looks like you got the hang of basic controls. If you're having trouble, you can navigate with the D-pad instead, which, like, there. But no, it's exercise to do that. First, we should figure out your ideal difficulty level. Low to start with, thank you very much. To that, I need to ask you a few questions. If you'd like, I can estimate your muscle mass based on your body. Can I just do this? Can I just do this? Because obviously, like, trans, so I'm female. But if I say female, how much is it going to work out? Like, everything about me. But also, like, I'm on estrogen, so how much is that to do that and everything like that? And I don't know the answer to any of that, so I'm just going to say prefer not to answer. You'd rather not say? No problem. How old are you? I'm 28. I'm 28. I am 28. I still get carded for alcohol when I buy it, so I feel young for my age. I always like scaring people who don't like feeling old by saying I'm nearly 30, but I'm 28. How much do you think you exercise compared to others in your age group? Currently not at all. I work, but I work like 5 hours a day because my feet are fucked up. So currently, I don't exercise at all. You don't exercise at all? Got it. That's why I'm here, Ringfit. How challenging do you want your exercise to be? Moderate to start with. We're not starting on extreme. I know what the difficulty settings adjust, and we're not starting anywhere higher than moderate. Not casual. I do want to do this properly, but moderate we're starting with. We can always up it later on. You'll see what it is. You'll see how it goes. This level will provide a good workout. This is fine. I see. I'm learning so much about you. Just give me a moment. Yeah! Difficulty level's been customized to fit your needs. If you like things are too easy or too difficult, worry not. The exercise can be adjusted daily. What would you estimate your weight to be? I'll do some caloric calculations. Go ahead. In stone? Okay, I'm gonna need to do some Googling for this. Because I know my weight in proper measurements, but I chose the wrong one because I'm an idiot. Kilograms to stone. Okay, can you do decimals in this? I don't know if you can do decimals in this. Okay. I'm effectively 23 stone, which is 145 kilos. I'm 145 kilos. I weighed myself for the last couple days to make sure, because I did it at different times to make sure I got the right one. I'm 145. So 145, wait, no. So 23 stone. It's 22.83666 or fucking whatever. But 23 stone is what we're going with. Oh, and now it's asking for pounds. Oh, okay, well that's, okay, well now it's asking for more precise shit, so I didn't actually, there we go, 22 stone, 11 pound. There we go. I didn't realize I was going to ask for... I thought there was no decimals, but here are the decimals. 22 stone, 11 pounds. There we go. Let's select an exercise mode. In fitness, you'll jog in place. Oh, I thought height was part of this. Maybe that's later. No, default mode is fine. We're going to be running. We're going to be running like this, just doing our little jogs. That's how we're going. It's fine. It's fine. There are people, like, I live in an apartment, but I'm not banging on the floor too much when I'm running. I'm not stomping or anything like that. I'm relatively light-footed, so it's fine. Let's calibrate the Rincon to match your leg strap, and the leg strap to match your strength. Alright, calibrate the Rincon by measuring your press and pull power. Measure your pressing power. Imitate the following example.
Hold the Rincon in both hands while facing forward. Press
Ready?
in
And you
hard
just gotta...
on the Rincon. Okay.
95 strength. Goes up to 100, I'm pretty sure. Now this is the one where I'm
Face
much
forward,
weaker.
holding the
I am
Rincon
much
in both
weaker at
hands.
the pulling part, so...
Pull outward hard on the Rincon.
Apparently I'm not, 'cause I'm still in love.
Okay.
I'm apparently stronger at pulling. That's changed over time. That is not at all what it was when I first started this. When I first started this, I was like, okay, so let me get back onto the thing so I can do that. Oh my god, hello! Bogo's Binted? Deku, I don't know what that means, but welcome. Thank you, Rincon calibration is now complete. Your strength setting has been updated. Let's calibrate your leg strap settings to best align with your running style. First, measure your light jogging. Ensure that the leg strap is wrapped securely around your left thigh. Imitate the following
Spread
example.
your feet slightly and stand up straight. Lightly jog
Okay,
in place,
so, okay.
staying aware of your surroundings.
Light jogging, I guess.
Okay.
I'm trying to match his speed. Trying to match his speed. You can always go and just like lie about how strong it is, but I want a proper workout, so lying is a bad idea. Check the shape, skew it, and then imitate the following example. Beware of excessive noise and vibration.
Spread your feet slightly and stand up
And now we
straight.
do quick jogging.
Quickly jog in
And you
place.
gotta get the lean in there, but you go. Quick jogging. There we go. Already getting a little exhausted. Is that a bad sign? Probably. Thank you. Leg straps being calibrated to best match your running style. You can modify these settings at any time from the bar menu. Can I change it back to kilos? I don't know. I don't know the other weights. Good job. And now, last but certainly not least, dynamic stretching. This we do every single day. Always remember to do some dynamic stretching before you exercise. I feel exhausted already. Dynamic stretching may keep your body flexible. It's best done before training as a warm-up to help prevent injuries from stiff muscles. It's not quite the same thing as static stretching, which is where you hold yourself still while stretching. One is forming up and the other is for cooling down, so... Hello? Hey Tiff, are you listening? Yeah. Might be quicker if you just try it. This game does have a little bit of a sense of humor to some things. I do appreciate it. This is a good game. I have played this before. Once we do all of this and before the intro starts, I'll explain a bit more about my history for it. We're just doing the setup right now. Watch Chip and follow his motions. Don't be discouraged if you have trouble at first. We do this
Let's
every
begin
day.
with
Every day you
dynamic
load up,
stretching.
it asks you to do the same things.
Try to mirror Tip's
And it has
movements
music to it, but
without
I can barely
overextending
fucking
yourself.
But it's fine.
All right. Music start. Keep your posture straight.
Straight. Ready?
3, 2,
Two,
1,
one,
go.
Go!
Alternate bringing your knees up to touch the
Ah, there we
ring
go. You can see how much I'm
Make
wobbling
sure your back
already.
is straight.
I'm trying to make sure my back is straight.
Last time. All
Ah,
right.
there we go.
Good. Next
the same ones
is
every
the heel
single day.
lift stretch. Bring the insides of your ankles up toward the
This
ring
one's
palm.
much harder for me, in case you can't tell. Ugh.
Focus on moving the insides of your ankles upward.
Look at me swaying side to side.
Last time. All right.
Again, we do
Good.
this to get better at this.
Next is the back straightening
You
stretch.
don't have to worry if you're bad at it to
Take a
start
big
with.
step
Oh,
forward
this one
and
I
drop
hate.
your hips.
Ugh. I still don't know how to do this properly.
Don't
I've
let
never
your
known how
knees
to do
move
this
too
one
far
properly.
forward.
Ugh. Kinda like this? I
Make
don't
sure
know.
your toes are pointed straight ahead of you.
Always bad at this one. Because I don't feel my back
Let's
stretching.
do one more of each.
I just feel my knees exploding.
All right.
That's all I feel when I
Good.
do that.
Finally, spread your feet. Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side.
Ugh.
Be sure to keep your lower back straight.
I'm already exhausted.
As you exhale,
When I first
begin
started
to
this,
lean.
I was significantly fitter. And then I didn't stick with it.
Let's do
And now I'm
one more of
significantly
each.
less fit. Oh,
Great job.
well, thank you all for joining us on our first day of Ring Fit Adventure. Very, very unfit. That was great dynamic stretching. Well done. Now it's time to explore the world of Ring Fit Adventure. Are you ready? Do you have some water and a towel handy? Water, check. Water is a check. There's towels and stuff there, but that's why I got the headbands and the wristbands on. To wick away the sweat. This is more so the sweat from my head doesn't go onto my face, so I don't get too much messed up. Let's use yourself for the practice and get this adventure started. Obviously. Now, accurate to me is not any of this. I feel like that's too much. Would you say that's accurate? No, that one. I'd say that's accurate. I think that's closest to accurate. And then the green eyes. No one can tell I have green eyes, but I have green eyes. There we go.
All right, let's go.
And this is the voice of Ring himself. I really like the masculine voice for it. He sounds like a great personal trainer. I think it's up the volume a bit so I can actually hear it properly. I still don't have headphones yet. Which would be really helpful considering I'm much further away from the speakers while doing this particular thing, but hey. So before, it'll ask us about wanting to watch the movie, right? Yeah. Before we do that, no, watch now. Watch now, but, to to give a little bit of history, just because I want to say it at some point. So we go into this and like what my expectations, what my history are here, and everything forward of what this is. So I've always been a person who's been on the larger side of things. Even when I was younger, I've always been like, I was the larger kid, even growing up in primary school and stuff like that. To a relatively, like, not like massively so, but like I was bigger than like basically all of my friends kind of thing. Even though it wasn't by a huge amount, most of my friends were relatively skinny or stuff like that. And so I've always been that until I finished high school and I started working a full-time job. I was working a full-time job that required me walking half an hour to and from work, which resulted, and I did that every single day for like 5 to 6 days a week, depending on how many days I worked. Plus also, I've always worked retail, so I've always been standing on my feet for the entire shift, basically. So when I started working like that, I lost a bunch of weight, and during that time, I was significantly skinnier than I am right now, and the lowest weight that I got down to is 80. Now, obviously, in terms of my diet or anything, in terms of the fact that I still didn't exercise, I was just walking or anything like that, obviously, just the number 80 doesn't mean I was healthy, right? That doesn't mean that I haven't been healthier at any point before or after that in my life. The lowest number isn't the best number, and that is not a good metric for health or anything like that. But that was when I got down to my lowest weight, which I physically felt the best with. I was also like 22 at the time, so that alone compared to now, obviously, even if I got down to the same weight without exercising now, I'd feel worse because I am just like 6 years older than I was then. But when I was working that job and I got down to about 80 kilos, I then, working at the same job, moved, which required me taking a half an hour train ride to and from work instead of walking. And then I got up to about 95 kilos, close to 100 by the time I stopped working there. Then I got a new job, which I started walking to work again. A whole 5 minutes. And then working at that new job, it was also a job which is next to a food court. You can see where that goes. And then over the space of about 2 or 3 years of doing that, I went from about the 95 close to 100 that I was up to about 115 kilos. Then a pandemic happened, and this is an interesting situation for me with a pandemic because I didn't put on weight during the pandemic because I was at home all the time and I just wasn't doing anything. I put on weight during the pandemic because being an essential worker and having to work all of the time, and the fact that a lot of people were obviously not comfortable working during a pandemic while they were working retail and stuff like that, I ended up working like 50 to 60 hour weeks every single week as a result of the pandemic starting. Which also meant that I was way too exhausted by the end of every single day to make a proper dinner or make lunch for me to take to work the next day. So then I started getting to the point where I was eating takeaway that was near my job for lunch and dinner every single day. And now I'm at 145 kilos. So, like, I've put on a lot of weight and it's just been steadily happening over time and stuff like that. Now, I have started Ring Fit and attempted to start Ring Fit multiple times since it came out. I bought the game maybe a month or two after it came out and tried to stick with it. The longest I've ever stuck with it is over the course of a full month. But even at the time that I stuck with it the most, in that month, I would have done maybe, I think it was 13 days I got out of like the full month. And after day 13, I stopped. I think I have started this game 4 or 5 times at this point. And the month is the longest I've ever gotten before my motivation waned on it. And every single time I've come back into it, I've been more overweight or more large, or however you want to, not fat shaming words, but just realistic description of the situation. I've been less fit every single time I've come back to this. Because when I first started, it was the end of 2019. So I was still around the 120 range then, and it was like during the pandemic, where in the space of a year, I put on about 25 kilos pretty fucking rapidly with just the working all the time and eating takeaway all the time. So when I first started this, I was able to do much better. I got to the first few days and I wasn't exhausted or anything like that. Just a lot of things happened in my life and I lost the motivation to do it. So that comes to why I am streaming it now. Because if there is something in my life that I have seemingly infinite fucking motivation for, it is streaming. I stream so much, I stream so consistently. The only times I stop streaming is when there are reasons why I can't stream, basically, at this point. And I'm able to stick with it. And even playing through games in of themselves that aren't based on doing all of this and all your movements and everything like that, it's hard for me to even stick with a video game that I'm playing unless I'm streaming it. Now, you can go and make a joke about all the LPs and stuff that I've started on the channel that I haven't finished, yada yada yada. But there's so many games that I play, not as much anymore, but because I'm basically only playing Final Fantasy 14 and stuff when I'm not streaming. But there's a lot of games that I've started playing that that wasn't streaming, that I just never finished. It's hard for me to have motivation to stick with those things if they're not part of a routine. Having things be part of a routine helps me stick with them so fucking much. And streaming is the most routine thing that I have, in the fact that I have like a set time that I do it after work every day, and I do it pretty much every day and stuff like that. So the idea is, with both just having an audience that can go, why'd you quit Ring Fit? You said you wanted to stick with it. Or people who can give me encouragement going, you've got this, yeah. Or fucking whatever. Between that and the fact that if I just do Ring Fit a few times a week, the idea to start with is at least 3 days of the 3 days that I stream a week, I do Ring Fit after my normal stream. If I just make it part of the normal streaming rotation that I just always stick with, that might be the best thing for me to actually stick with it. So the idea is to get all of the stuff, how much energy I put into streaming, and hopefully just add this into it, and it just feels natural, and that's why I stick with it. Like, if I write up at the beginning of the week, here's the schedule, these 3 days have Ring Fit Adventure, it is after these games, and then I get to the stream and I play that game, I'm hoping that that will be a lot much more natural for me to just go, oh, and now I do the Ring Fit as part of the same stream. So I hope I'm going to stick with it. Every single time I've come back to this, I've restarted from the beginning. Primarily just because it's been such long gaps between me restarting it that any fitness that I had, I would have lost by doing this. And obviously, as you get further into it, it demands more of you in a lot of different ways, or a few different ways. So trying to pick up where I left off would just be, no. But hopefully with at least this, if I ever do stop for a single week or whatever, if I get back into it, then I won't have lost all of the progress that I've made. So, like, hopefully this will also just mean I'm more likely to continue with it, because if I'm streaming it and everything like that, I'll be less likely to restart it from the beginning. And, like, if I know mentally that I want to restart it from the beginning, wow, that also makes it way more less likely that I'll actually want to do that, because then it feels like I'm giving up and starting all over again and everything like that. Thank you, Deku. Or fucking whatever. Thank you, Deku. So, if you see me not do this for a week, yell at me. I give you permission to just be as rude as you want to without using slurs or bigotry, or fat shaming. To just yell at me to continue doing it, or to yell as much praise and motivation and encouragement. Honestly, both of those will probably work for me, because if you're encouraging, then I know I've got people supporting me, and I've got people who have been condescending pricks, which I openly invite as long as you're not a total piece of garbage human about it, then I'll continue it out of spite. So, hopefully that'll work. My microphone just fell a little bit, and I don't know why that is. It's probably not used to sitting up in this position. But anyway, let us watch a movie, because this game also has a story. Other than just, I also want to point out, it's not that this is just an exercise game, it's genuinely a good fucking game, which I also, part of me streaming this is also just wanting to show off that Ring Fit Adventure is genuinely a good fucking game in a lot of different ways. It's just genuinely a good, well-made fucking game. Like, if you transplanted this exact same game without the exercise, it wouldn't be enough, because, well, doing stuff is exercise, and the game's built around that. Like, but if you made the exercise things just normal video game stuff that was interactive, you could remove the exercise from this game and it would still be fun. It would be shallow as an RPG without the exercise stuff, but it does have the exercise stuff. So you combine, like, it's good RPG elements with the interactivity of doing exercises, and just the fact that all of the elements that are outside of that are just really well made. This is an incredibly well made game. So I also want to show that off, because this is just genuinely a fucking good video game. which I've never beaten and I've deliberately avoided seeing anything. For those who want to know right now, the furthest I've gotten is World 4. I don't know whether I beat World 4 or not, but the furthest I've gotten is World 4. I don't know how many worlds it goes up to, but I know it's significantly higher than 4. I know it's higher than 12. So... Because I know I saw someone say they beat World 12 and it wasn't over. So I know it's more than 12 worlds, but I have no idea. I know it takes a long time to do this. Just hanging out in the woods in full exercise gear. As you do. We're exercising. We're just exercising. That's all we're doing. I can almost kind of read chat from here, so this works well. Version 2. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you, version 2. Be a pal and set me free. There's one character in this game that is voice acting, and it's Ring, so if you're wondering. One character has voice acting. Unless I introduce more later that do, but I doubt it. Look! It's a Ring-Con! The whole world could be in trouble! The world's in danger? Oh shit! Alright, ready? Look at me! Look at me, I'm pulling it all around and shaking it all around! Alright, ring pull. We've got to break off the I guess, straps that are on here. Oh! Do you think we did something bad? I mean... that's not a positive vortex of pure evil that's shooting out of the thing that we just fucked with. It's not a positive one of those. Alright, everyone get your horny out right now. Welcome to one of the hornier characters that Nintendo's ever made. Fucking look at this guy. Wow, that worked. I didn't think you'd fall for it. Alright, where's Ring? I'll teach him a thing or two about trapping me. And then that's just to get started. Then I'll teach him 3 or 4 things once my power is complete. Alright, bye. We may have fucked up. We may have fucked up. If you see mystical...
Wait!
If you see mystical devices in the middle of the woods, maybe don't fuck with them. That's the lesson here. Also, that's Ring. Voice acting for one character. He's the most important character.
Ah! Sorry if I surprised you.
Hello.
That was Drago. He's a dragon who radiates a dangerous, dark influence.
And we're just freaking out in the corner there, just being like, what the fuck? Why is this exercise gear talking to me?
To think that he still has so much power.
Just freaking the fuck out, just like, we've had one hell of a fucking day.
Oh!
And it's still like 9
My
in the
name is
morning.
Ring, by the way.
Hi, Ring!
Drago's dark influence has a horrible effect on anything it touches.
Uh-oh.
If he were to release it in all its power, his influence could cover the whole world.
Dark influence also doesn't sound like a good thing. I do think we fucked up.
I have to stop him, but my power alone won't be enough. Wait, you're not from around here, are you?
No, I somehow was just wandering the woods in exercise gear. I don't know how I got here. I'm incredibly lost.
Right. Of course you're not.
How did we get here? We're clearly... Did we just go for a run and just lose track of where we were and now we're just in the middle of the fucking woods?
Yes, it could work. I can see the potential. Could
I don't
you
have the
try
fancy
holding
gloves, I
your
just
right
got
hand
wristbands
over
on.
me?
Lightly cover the IR motion camera with the pad of your right thumb.
The
as
IR
shown.
camera actually does something in this game. It reads your heartbeat.
Measuring.
It reads your
Please
heartbeat.
do not move your thumb.
Alright, everyone shame me for how high my heart rate already is. At least it's steady. At least it's steady and not erratic. But my standing heart rate's probably bad. Tips for Grand Wizards: don't leave your artifacts in the middle of the woods and invest in locks that can't be broken by moderate arm strength. Oh, look how strong I am, though. Look at these guns. Moderate. And now our hair is fire! This game is biased towards me, and I know it. What the fuck did you do to my hair?
Synchronizing complete!
Yay! We did it! And Ring's got the little hair, too.
Can you feel it? We're connected now. Come on, let's go after Drago.
Alright, onwards we go!
Huh? Is something wrong? Your hair went out.
Interesting phrase that you could use. Your hair went out. See, it's already charming and cute. Like, you hear the music that goes along with it. Music
You're
is
going
fucking
to work
incredible in
with
this
me
game.
on this, aren't you?
It kind of was your fault that, like, evil is now spreading throughout the world.
The more you exercise, the more synchronized we'll be. You'll know we're in sync when your hair flares up.
Basically, do the exercise better, then you get stronger.
I'm counting on you.
I love Ring. I really do. Ring is just, like, he's just such a perfect, encouraging person to help you on your journey. He really is. The game started with, like, just the masculine voice, and now there's the feminine one, but because I've already played the game too many times without getting any progress with the male voice, I want to keep it that way, because I really like it. I'd probably like the feminine one when it happens, but, you know, I'm just so used to this. To me, this is who Ring is now. What's Drago doing over there? Oh shit, he's over there with his evil wing flag. This is perfect. It's like they say, you gotta strike while the muscle's hot. Let's go, V2! Head to the base, mark with an exclamation point. Boink. And here's the basic general gist of what Ring Fit Adventure is. Again, I don't know how much people actually know about what this game actually is. The base game, the adventure mode, is clearing levels and going through worlds and beating bosses at the end of the worlds. It's an RPG. You just do attacks and explore levels with exercise. It is a proper RPG. So let us go into our first level here. Drago was radiating a purple aura like this. Don't you remember? It's the dark influence. It'll creep into the weakness in your heart and consume you. Canonically, I guess you could just say that, like, I was corrupted by the dark influence in all the previous ones, which made me give up because I had weakness in my heart, so I'd stick with the Ring Fit Adventure. I guess canonically that's what that means. That's why we have to stop Drago as soon as possible. So we got dragged into all this. I know it's a lot to take in. Don't worry if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, V2. I'm here to support you, and to support you, you do. So you can see here, we get XP, we get level ups. Again, it's an RPG. And over on the side tells you estimated time, calories burned, and how far you'll be running. This is Beginia. The levels get a lot more complicated as we go past this, and are more than 2 minutes long of running. And also, the game's just gorgeous. The game's just gorgeous. This art style is fantastic. Darkness within darkness. Drago is really dark.
All right, let's go.
Sounds weird when you say it that way. Anyway, we're running! Yeah, let's go!
There should be a
So if I
door
do the
just a
light
little
jog, my
further
hair
along
won't be
this
framed
path.
up as much, but if I do a fast
Try
jog,
pressing
I do
in
this.
on me.
And we can
You
shoot
can
out
fire
wind
air
blasts.
blasts
Wind
like
blasts.
Remember
Or
that.
air blast, sorry.
You can
And now we
also
destroy
fire
crates.
the air blast off to the left or right.
There we go! And we get money, because there's also shops. As I said, it's an RPG.
If the aim seems off, I may be misaligned. Just face me
That's
downward
fine.
to
I've
reach
honestly
home.
never had it really feel this
I
aligned.
see a
The
door.
leg strap feels way more
Yeah,
disaligned
good.
than the ring on. Ah!
Oh, watch your step.
And now we air
Try
blast and
pointing
jump.
me downward and pressing in.
We have a jump button, and by a jump button, I mean a jump squeeze.
You got it.
Experience level, let's go. Yeah!
Good. Stairs are
Go up the
easier
stairs.
to climb if you raise your knees up higher.
Ugh. It wants me to go faster. Video game, I am unfit. And we go down. Get ready for the jump. Whee!
You did it.
Break the chest open. Break the boxes. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, wait a minute.
And now we
Hold
suck
it from both
in.
sides. Come
There we
on,
go.
let's run.
Pull it to suck. And get all the coins.
Yay!
And boom!
That was a great
I'm already
run.
exhausted.
Now turn your exercise into experience points with a victory pose.
I'm already exhausted. And now we have to celebrate beating the level. We go wide.
Charge your squat,
Squat.
power, but don't overextend you. Release.
Yeah! I'm already exhausted. So the first time I did this, I didn't get exhausted until I beat the first world. Now I'm exhausted after the first level. We're gonna beat the first world today. If I have to wait and pause between levels, I will do that. But we're beating the first world today at the very least. It's only 3 levels. Whew. Oh. Although the first level is particularly rough at the thing that, and now you can see it's erratic as hell. Because the first level is pure running. It's like all cardio. Which is definitely the part that I'm like the worst at for fitness. Like when we get to battles, it's more about doing like reps of exercise, of like stretches and squats and stuff like that. Like it's about doing reps as opposed to just running. You just stand there and do an exercise. And my muscles are way more attuned to doing that than my heart beating fast for movement. So the running exhausts me way more than the exercises. Like the exercises will hurt your muscles, but it doesn't like exhaust me, except for some of them. Some of them are still definitely cardio based. Whew. I'm exhausted. Oh right, I gotta change. Yeah, now that we can go to the menu, I gotta change it back to real measurements. And we leveled up! And our attack and defense go up. Leveling up. Working out builds XP until you level up. Higher levels make it easier to progress.
Oh!
Nice! It's amazing how quickly you've adapted to this world. I've done it a lot of times before, Ring.
All right.
Exercise is the best teacher. Keep it up. Now, before we continue, I gotta go to the menu. I gotta change it to real measurements. What's our difficulty? Our difficulty level is currently 11. When it comes up, I'll explain what difficulty level affects. It goes up to 30, so we're at about a third of it. A third of the total right now. And there's assist mode for other things there. How do I change this? How do I change this? How do I change it to real measurements? I don't know how to do that. No. No, not that. I'll look it up in between episodes, between days, and I'll set it to real measurements. Making our way to Drago will be no easy task.
All right.
Let's keep our heads up and charge onward. Transient Temple. Stay hydrated. You have to stay hydrated. Very important. And now it's like a training gym. So we run, and we run. 3 coins!
Try pointing me down, pressing in.
Jump the gaps, yeah! Jump the gaps, yeah!
Outstanding.
Jump the long gap, yeah! Oh, I missed the coin. Jump the gap.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got it. Get those. Nice. Get these as well. Yeah. And jump.
Great.
And we made it, so we get a free coin. All experience battle. There it is. These are the battles. Oh, I'm exhausted.
Uh-oh. I knew these guys would show up.
Fitness monsters.
To defeat the monsters that Drago created, you'll have to fight against them in fit battles.
And as I said, it's an RPG, so welcome to your turn-based combat.
No need to worry. I'm a fit battle expert. So if you're feeling a bit intimidated, just leave it to me.
Hell yeah, let's go,
You can
Ring.
think of fit battles as the collision of 2 combatants' exercise energy.
Exercise energy, let's
Come
go.
on, let's warm up by giving this guy a smoothie blend of kale and punishment.
Punishment. This game's great. Come on, this game rules. This game rules so much. Use fit skills to strike. Each fit skill is a different exercise. Select the fit skill and press in. You can also use the Joy-Con to select.
Okay, let's
So
select
we
the
start. As you continue throughout the game, you unlock new exercises that you can sub in and everything like that. The battle system gets more complicated. As I said, full RPG. So we start, you can see down here how many turns it does, because you can't do the same exercise multiple turns in a row. Every exercise has to like give it space, which is probably just for health reasons. You don't want to do nothing but squats all day. So we have squats, we have overhead presses, we have knee to chest. I'm just gonna say it straight up, I can't do this one. Not because I can't pull, not because like doing that while lying down or sitting on the ground is too exhausting, but when I first did this game, and my stomach's only gotten bigger since then, so it's only gonna be worse, I couldn't get my knees physically close enough to my chest for the exercise to register properly, because my leg would hit my stomach and not be able to move any closer because my stomach was in the way. So I can't do this. I can't do this one. And then we have chair pose, because we also have yoga. Hi, Mikey! Hello! Sorry, it's really hard for me to pay attention to chat for this, because I can barely fucking see it. But hi, Mikey! So we're gonna start with squats, because, you know, when people think about exercises killing them, squats the thing that does it. So we're gonna start with squats.
Squat.
Everybody, squat, 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 squat. Exercise correctly for max power. For example, when doing squats, bend your knees deep. So just like when we were running, if you run slower, your hair's a little bit flamed up, or not at all if you're doing really slow. But if you're fast enough, it'll go full flames. Same thing happens in the ring battles. The more you do the exercise, the further you go with it. Not necessarily correct posture, but just the further you go with it. Like if it's pushing in on the ring or pulling it out, the harder you do that. For like other ones, it's based on how much movement you do, or speed and stuff like that. Or this one, how far down you squat. You'll get powered up and you'll do more damage with your attacks. So going hard is highly recommended. Need help? Check Tip, and Tip will give you posture. So every fitness thing we do, it tells you how to get ready for it, and then we do this.
Okay, let's move.
So you can see we do the squats there. Now, you'll notice the number at the bottom is 11 squats. That's difficulty level. The higher your difficulty level is, the more reps you need to do to finish to finish an attack. So we're starting down low. It's not exactly linear. It's not if you're at 11, everything is 11. It changes depending on the exercises. I think some of them escalate further or anything like that. But that's in general what it is. I'm not going to explain it now, but I'm going to explain some really good just game feel about what this is. When, after you see what we're doing here, and I'll explain some really cool things. Anyway, let's do some fucking squats, shall we?
This exercise uses a wide range of muscles.
Good I'll step back a little bit so you can see more of me squatting all the way down.
Great!
So you can see, as I go further down, we power up
Excellent.
till we're at full power.
Perfect! Okay!
Squats aren't that bad, mate.
Fantastic! All
My
right.
very powerful legs. I work retail, I stand up all day.
Well done!
And
Let's
now,
keep going!
now it's rapid!
Nice work!
Blue
Excellent.
ones go rapid!
Keep it up! One left!
Blue ones go rapidly! Ab guard. And now, when the enemy attacks, we ab guard. We get the ring on and we press it into our stomach to block. If you run out of hearts, you'll lose. So if we ab guard properly, we lose more. So you want to get here and just go. Ugh.
With your legs bent slightly, squeeze!
You want to be squeezing with your stomach, not with your hands. So you want to be pushing into it with your stomach.
Select a skill.
Or abs, I guess, more accurately. So there's some really good game feel things that I'll explain while it's doing this. Obviously, you can hear and see it with, like, the flames changing, the music and the sound pitch slightly changing. As you do the exercise and the music kicking in to make it all feel really good.
Overhead
I'll explain
press.
it with this, right? You see that hold bar that's filling up? I just want to explain, like, one of the parts about the game that's just well designed and makes exercise, like, one of the things that helps exercise feel satisfying. So now we do this,
Okay, let's go!
which my posture's definitely bad, but as I push in, right?
Be sure not to raise your chin. Fantastic!
So you see how the bar is filling up there with hold?
Yes! Yes!
Because there is a Joy-Con
Very
in the
nice.
ring,
Awesome!
you can feel the vibration of the ring, of the Joy-Con in the
Okay.
ring,
Excellent.
throughout the whole ring, and
Nice.
into like the padded handles that are on the ring.
Good.
So as that fills up, you can feel it vibrate into the handles, and then when it's fully maxed, it stops vibrating. So even if you're not looking at it, sound of just hearing it fill up, but also this vibration of this going, you can feel when it stops vibrating, you can let go. Because some exercises are going to be hard to look at the screen for it, but it's just like, as you do it, you can just feel it vibrating. It's just like, here's the strength, and then it stops vibrating, and then you release. Feels very, very satisfying. And then we get all of our experience for all the different exercises that we did there, all the different things that we did, app guards, everything. We get some hearts back, more boxes to destroy, and we run.
Whoa!
And we run really fast and not fall down to our death. We did it. And we keep running.
Outstanding!
Ready and...
Keep it up.
Hell yeah. Money, 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 money. Knee lift. Go. Go. Ooh, ooh, ha, ooh, ha. Yeah, let's go. I don't know what that does. If you shoot an enemy with a
Let's
blast, it
electrocute.
puffs them up. I don't know if that makes them stronger or what. But it does do that. Now, I can't do knee to chest, so I can't show you that. But we can do chair pose. It's yoga. Give me a sec. The running kills me. Must kill kettlebells. A lot of the enemies are based on exercise equipment. Kettlebells are an enemy later, yes. They are an enemy later.
Chair pose.
Take it slow. Yoga skills require slow, deliberate movements. Move too fast and the skill is less effective. So about going in hard with them, this is about speed. If you go too fast, you fuck up. So we do this. Spread keeping parallel, squat down slowly, and hold both arms straight up. Hold it steady, and then we go.
Slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Be careful not to overextend yourself.
The hardest part about yoga exercises for me is breathing correctly while doing it. Because I'm exhausting myself, I want to go. So you obviously don't have to do the breathing correctly. The game can't pick up how good your breathing is. But yoga skills definitely feel better if you can breathe properly during it. And because I'm exhausted, I just want to go. So the hardest part for yoga exercises for me is not holding steady. That's basically holding a half squat steady. No, the hardest part for me is breathing properly. Again, I'm unfit as hell right now. We're doing this to get better. I don't have to feel bad or upset about any of the lack of skill or lack of fitness or anything like that I have right now, because the fact that I'm doing something about it right now by doing this, that's a positive no matter fucking what. So let us push in with our stomach.
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms.
It took me a really long time to learn how to do ab guards properly where I can feel it in my
Skill
stomach.
and attack.
It took a long time to get that to feel proper. Anyway, squat.
Okay, let's move. This will focus on working your
Bam!
legs. Okay. Okay.
Bam!
Amazing.
Hey, Bolin!
Well
Hello!
Perfect.
Hello! It is fun!
Fantastic.
It is really
Keep
fun!
it
This
up.
game is genuinely great!
Nicely
Oh, I thought I was
done. Neat.
Other than just getting in shape,
Feels great.
or
to move
attempting
your
to,
body,
this game
right?
is just genuinely well made and fun. But thank you for joining. Even if it's only for a second. Hard for me to pay attention to chat while I'm doing this, but I'll try my fucking damnedest. Over 40 different fit skills, muscle training, yoga, and other exercises. Play the adventure to earn more skills. Acquire new fit skills as you level up. You'll also notice very, very quickly that yes, this is literally gamification of exercise. In the most literal sense that it's ever existed. But you know what? For someone like me, gamifying
it.
exercise
Drop
makes
your
me way
hips.
more likely to stick with it. I know I've dropped it a bunch of times already. Yeah! Victory pose feels great. Even though I have not stuck with this game for a super long time, ever, I have still stuck with this longer than anything else exercise related. When I first started this and I stuck with it for a month, I think it was the first time I did that I stuck with it for a month. And then every other time I came back to it, I got like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But even a month, when I first did this, is like the most I've ever stuck to anything exercise. And that's because it's gamified. The gamification of exercise helps a lot. Like you do it and like you're hitting the bad guys and it feels good to hit them and you're getting like the music and the vibration, the sound effects of you doing the exercise and you feel powerful, you do that. You get like the rewards of your character's getting stronger while you're getting stronger. Like it's super gamified. It's literally a video game that like you purchase and do it for. But I think it works in just the right way. 100 blast per second. And I've never stuck with it, but that's why we're streaming it. Hopefully the gamification aspects that the game intrinsically has and the social pressure aspects of me doing this means I'm more likely to stick with it. Looking good.
Ooh,
Like they always say, exercise is the best teacher. You already said that earlier, Ring. Drago has no idea how strong you are, so he probably has his guard down. Now we have a boss fight. And this is where we're going to call it after we do the boss fight. I'm calling it there today. Again, I've seen some people who post their Twitter screenshots of doing this game of just like, I did 45 minutes of exercise today. I'm not there. And if I do get there, it'll take a really long time. I don't want to push myself to the death of exhaustion every single time I do this. I want to feel like I got a good workout and then I can call it there. If this takes me a year to beat the game, I don't care. As long as I'm consistently doing it. That I care way more about. And if not pushing myself to the verge of collapse means I'm more likely to stick with it, then I'll do that. But I am still beating the first world today. I honestly feel okay to beat the first world. Like, there's not as much running in the next level. It starts with it, and then it's more exercise and stuff, so I'm more willing to, like, I'm ready. Again, the exercise, the fit exercise is like, it feels good and I can feel my muscles, like, doing the things they need to do to get stronger, because obviously my muscles aren't great either. But my muscles are in a much better condition than my heart and stamina is in. Check my menu, and you can do all your exercise logs. It tells you how much you've done everything over time, change your difficulty levels.
Alright.
Now let's keep working our way toward Drago. With the difficulty level, I think until it gets to a point where it really kicks my ass, my current plan is every week we increase it by 1 until we hit 20 or so. I don't think I could consistently do 30 unless I did this for a really, really long time. But for the first few weeks, I think, like if I stuck with this for 8 weeks and we increase it by 1 every time, we'd hit 20. When I first started this game, I was at 21 for that, so that's like the goal. So I think every week we increase it by 1 until we hit 20. And then from there, we just see how it goes. Because if I don't increase it and I'm getting better, then it won't be as effective. That's exercising. Anyway, boss fight.
Alright.
This is Drago's Stadium. The more he works out, the stronger his dark influence grows. I'm sure he's working out right now. We have to stop Drago, and soon. Are your knees okay? Are you staying hydrated? I'll drink some more. My knees are okay, but I'll hydrate some more. My feet are way worse than my knees, but that's mainly because of the 2 torn Achilles heels. As soon as you're ready, take a deep breath and your journey can begin. Alright, yeah, 7 minutes. There's a boss fight. It's a boss fight where you physically move to do it, so it's gonna try its best to kick your fucking ass. Alright, and we start with running. Battle with Drago may be long and exhausting. It's important to remember to breathe. When things get tough, focus on your breathing.
Drago, that rascal. When did he find time to do all these stairs?
He built all the stairs. Get the ring, get the coins. Gotta get the money.
Keep at it.
So many stairs! Drago, fuck you! You're trying to exhaust me before our battle, bitch!
Are you ready?
Fuck you and your stairs, Drago! Look at him exercising. He's so swole. He's so swole. To look fresh and clean, stick to a routine. Isn't that what you always used to say, Ring? But you locked me up away. Now look at me. I'm totally out of shape. He says, looking like that. And who's this supposed to be? You new training buddy.
Leave my partner out of it. This is just between you and me.
I love Ring. Motherfucker's literally posing on us. Fine, whatever. I don't even care. But if you or anyone else gets in the way of my training, I'll pound him into the ground. Demon doing push-ups is an image I didn't know I needed. Valen, I'll let you know right now. If you have a look of Drago on Google Images, you'll find images you'll like. This guy was very, very explicitly designed this way, and the response that the internet's given him was Definitely deliberate.
What?
Definitely deliberate. Alright.
Okay, let's go. Keep your toes.
Sticking with squats because it's the one I'm better at.
All right.
Again, you might raise out, you stand on your legs all day.
Okay.
My legs are much stronger than my arms.
Very nice. Well done.
I just wish I could do knees to chest, but my stomach is way too big for that.
Wonderful. Let's keep going. Fantastic. Come on. One left. Excellent.
Fuck you.
Guard.
Alright. Ab guard.
With your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
Oh, look at him punch us.
Okay,
Alright,
let's select the skill.
back to the overhead press. Again, if the game seems basic from like an RPG standpoint right now, that's deliberate. Because you're starting this game, your body's probably weak and can't do much. So neither can your character. You'll see in time, it makes sense.
Okay, let's move. Be sure not to raise your chin. Okay, excellent. Nice. Yes. Perfect.
This is way harder for me than squats.
Excellent. Nicely
I'm
done.
probably not posturing right,
Challenge
but
Great. Very nice. Great. One left.
my posture may not be right, but that's fine. He's working out comfortably.
Be sure to
Literally
stay
motherfucking
hydrated.
posing on us again. We need water for this. Water is important while exercising, kids.
Chair pose.
Alright, watch out, pose. Most of today is just leg day. The game starts you with leg day. Fuck you, you're running and you're squatting and you're chair posing. And if you're doing the other one, it's knee to chest. Fuck you, this game will start you on leg day. Ugh, okay.
Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Focus on your form.
Okay, it's much easier for me to do the breathing for that through my mouth. I know what I asked you to do for your nose for a specific reason. Much harder for me to breathe through my nose than my mouth. So I'll stick with the mouth breathing for that. It means I can breathe properly in time with the exercise. That's good enough for me. Hold! Ugh.
You got this.
Alright. More squats. His health is down to about half.
Okay, let's move. Point your nose straight ahead. Fine work. Well done. Great. Amazing. Good job.
So you can see it is saying great when I do this.
Okay.
You don't go as hard or anything like that, and you don't have like the full
Okay.
flames, it will just say good.
Sharp. Great. Let's pick up the pace. Great. Well done. Good job.
And you might also ask, wait a minute,
Excellent.
if the higher difficulties mean you do more reps, doesn't that mean you kill the boss faster?
A tough one.
No.
But you can do it.
No. I'm pretty sure your attacks do less damage per rep if it asks you to do more reps in total. So like, regardless how many reps you do, I'm pretty sure the attack overall will do the same amount of damage. Okay, doing this many fit exercises, or whatever they're called, in a row, that's exhausting on the heart. And that gets a little bit there. Overhead press. We just keep the rotation up. So I can't do,
Okay,
I
let's
can't do the other
go.
one.
Press in on the ring.
It's alright, we unlock more as we go on, so I
Alright.
will be able to replace that with something I can actually do.
Keep it up. Fantastic.
Or maybe later I'll be able to do it if my stomach drops enough. If I stick with this for long enough and diet properly.
Yes. Yes. Increase your pace. Very nice. Neat. Right on.
I'm pretty sure I have lost 2 or 3 kilos in the last couple of weeks because I started dieting properly before I started this. I don't know how much you can see it, but like all my containers of food here of like properly portioned things. Well, I don't know about properly, but portioned at the very least things. Some of my meals throughout the day. This fridge is basically where my entire diet is. Thank you to my mother for buying this as a birthday present for me, like a year ago. And this makes it way easier to diet, because outside of my dinners, everything is portioned and tucked away, either in here or on top of there. And I just do that once a week, and then I don't have to worry about, oh shit, I'm eating too much today, because I've already got it all planned out at the beginning of the week. Stick to a routine, and over time you get improvements. Again, that's exercise, baby, and dieting. Health in general, most things in general, really.
You should feel it in your stomach when you breathe out.
Probably have it way too high right now, but that's fine.
Still coming!
Hold! I can feel it in my stomach, not my arms, so that's probably correct.
Careful!
And if you're
you don't have
wondering,
any hearts left.
do you really need to make sure you do, like, this battle against Drago perfectly? Because your stats are low enough that if, like, you don't do enough damage with exercises, or you don't block properly, you'll just die before you can kill him? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Well, I've never had that happen, but I would assume so. Unless something happens that gives you hearts back. I'm pretty sure you'd just fucking die.
Care pose. Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Your knees and toes should be parallel and pointing forward.
Toes are definitely not parallel. Oh, we did it! Drago defeated! And that is Ring Fit Adventure, a really fun game. I'm glad we
Great hustle.
were able
Keep
to
it
beat
up.
it in our first day. Game's fully finished. I fucking did it. I am the fittest ever. I was able to beat the game in one day. Everyone else get wrecked. I'm still exhausted. I'm still exhausted. I'm not as
Pull
dead
in
as I thought I
energy
would
from
be
the
at the end of the
ground.
first day, though. But I am still very much dead. Oh, it's a big one because it's a boss fight.
Release!
Yeah!
Victory!
Victory! Whew. Now you might notice in the bottom left the timer. The timer only tracks time that you're actively exercising, not time you've been playing. Because obviously I've gone for like an hour or so, roughly, and it's 7 minutes of actual exercising. Which for one day isn't much. But for me starting this out, that's fine. Even when I did this, like, when I was the best at playing this particular game with my fitness, the most I could muster still each day was at most like 12 minutes of exercise. And that's my goal each day. Like, if I get to a point where I'm much, much fitter, I might be willing to just be like, let's try and hit like 20, 30 minutes. I've seen some people where it's like every day, their time exercising count is 45 minutes, and I'm just like, how the fuck do you do that? How do you have time for that? If I had to like do 45 minutes of actual exercise in this game every day, that's like 2.5 to 3 hours of playing the game. I don't have that time. I don't have that fucking time. Level 5. And then we get front press. We have a new attack. And you'll see this one has a range to it. It recharges in 2 turns, slightly less attack than the others, and it's range, because more enemies will appear and then you can attack multiple enemies. Full RPG. Set the front press you've received, and now it's set. When you go into, like, once you start getting a shitload of them, you can only go into, like, a level with so many exercises. So you gotta, like, choose which ones you want to go in with. What gives? I'm supposed to be tougher than this. Girl, when I get my power back, I'm gonna mix you a pain smoothie, V2. Bet on it. You're gonna regret the day you met him. Bye, Drago. I kicked your ass. Get fucked, you asshole. Na 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 na. Beat his ass.
Whoa!
Oh no, he got away. One thing is clear to me now, though. Thanks to you, we drove Drago away.
Ah!
I'm glad I get to work with you as my partner. Come on, it's not safe to let Drago roam around freely. I think Drago escaped to the neighboring country. Let's hurry up and go after him. World 1 finished. There we go. Yes, that does say courses, and yes, it does say requests. Yes, this exercise fitness game has side quests. Full RPG. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot. Quit here for today and cool down? Absolutely. We're not going to start World 2 today. My goal going into this for the first day was beat World 1. There are times where I've started this before where I wasn't able to beat World 1 on the first day that I did this. In like my mini resets of this. I think the first and second time that I tried to do this game were the only times I could beat the first world in a single... beat the first world on my first day. So the fact that I was able to do that today, and I don't feel like I'm going to die. I feel tired, and my muscles are a little sore, but if I push myself further, I'm going to exhaust myself energy-wise, so I'm not going to. But the fact that I was able to beat the first world today is, I thought I'd be a lot more exhausted by the end of it, so I'm glad we're able to do that at the very least. Again, I'm not aiming to do this shitloads every day. Consistency over time, spent every single time. If I can do it consistent, that's the main thing. If we do it consistently, then over time, we will improve. I don't need to rush the improvement. I just need to make sure it happens. Quit here and cool down today and cool down. And it wasn't until I played this game that I realized that when you exercise, you're meant to do cooldown stretches too, so your muscles don't want to cramp up and fall apart afterwards. There's meant to be those as well. I didn't realize that until I played this game. That was a good day on Ring Fit Adventure. You defeated Drago. Congratulations. That looks really hard. You definitely put a lot into it. Now then, let's move on to the cooldown. First, let's review today's results. If you sweated a bunch and now you're chilly, go ahead and change clothes. I will get banned from Twitch if I do that while I'm streaming. I'll wait right here for you. And now we can take screenshots of our results. 7 minutes, 52 seconds exercising. We ran like 0.74 miles. We ran like a kilometer. And 104 calories. Calories burned. I gotta change the measurements so they're in measurements I actually understand. And here is your list. This is all the exercising that we did today. All of how many presses, squats, and everything we did, how much we ran, how many things we did, like knee lifts, total, and yards. So I don't know what the fucking measurements that are. I need to find out how to change the measurements. And yeah, the parentheses are the total over time. So you'll see, it's just like, wow, overall you've done like 1,000 ring presses after a week? Fuck yeah, let's go. You worked hard. These are great results for your first day. Okay, let's do some stretching before your body cools down. Static stretching after an exercise is a great way to slowly stretch your body. Let's flush away all that fatigue we've accumulated after a good workout. If you don't need the ring con.
Let's begin our static stretching. You won't
if
need
you've
the
never,
ring con.
if you've exercised
Be mindful of your body
and you've never done
stretch
static
within
stretching,
the range of your ability.
this is the thing that blew my mind the most about this game.
Spread your feet,
I've never had someone
raise
tell me
both
this.
hands, and hold your left wrist.
If you've never done static stretching
While
before
pulling on
after
your wrist,
exercising,
tilt to the right and stretch your
do it.
side.
It is amazing how much better you will feel. The first time I played this game, and I did static stretching afterwards, the difference in my body was just like,
Return to
holy
your original
shit.
position. Switch hands.
Feels so much
and bend
better.
the other way.
So it does make a big difference. As I said,
Stretch
ignore the
slowly.
stomach. The
Don't
idea is to get
overdo
rid of that by doing this. If I was to get a shirt big enough that it would cover that while I lift my arms up, it'd be down on my
Bring
fucking
yourself
knees.
back slowly.
And gives you all these tips at the top of just like things.
Stretch
there.
your left arm to the side and hold it with your right arm. Pull in your arm and stretch the muscles of your left shoulder.
Static stretching feels so good. But after
Now
doing
do the
static
same
stretching,
on
it's
the
just like,
opposite side.
if you've exercised and never done static stretching before,
Be
like
careful
afterwards,
not to rotate
you
your
might know
waist
that
as
feeling
well.
of just after you exercise, your body just feels like it wants to fall apart, and you're like, you're jelly, and you're just, static stretching helps stop that
Bring
from being a
yourself back
feeling.
slowly. Join your hands together in front of you.
This one's
With your
just generally
palms
good.
facing out.
I do this all the
Stretch
time
out
at
your
work.
back.
This is great for just stretching your back. If my lower back feels sore while I'm at work, I just do this and it helps so much.
Bring yourself back slowly. Put your right foot forward and cross your legs.
yeah, this I can't do.
Bend your body forward and stretch the back of your left leg.
Yeah, I'm getting down. I'm definitely touching my
that for a
toes.
little longer.
You can't see it on camera, but I'm definitely touching my toes here. Definitely happening.
Straighten up and switch legs.
Oh yeah, and I can definitely do this one. My legs definitely stretch over far enough to do that.
Stretch the opposite side as well.
Still touching my toes. Oh, I
Breathe
can
slowly
play
as
with
you
them and
hold.
stuff by touching them so much.
Slowly straighten up. bit by bit.
Oh, let go of
starting
my
from your
toes.
lower
There
back.
we are. I am
Put your
full
right
of
leg
meat,
forward
yes.
and put your hands on your hips. Bend
Power
your right
stance.
knee and stretch out your left calf.
So your dynamic stretches every day at the start are the same? You do the same dynamic stretches every day you do this?
Now switch legs.
Depending on the exercises you do in-game, your,
Shift your center of balance
static
forward
stretching at the end
and
will
stretch
change.
out the opposite side.
And if you really focus one part of your body a lot, the static stretching will mention that. Of just like, you've done a lot of leg, like before you started, you've done a lot of leg today,
Bring
so all that
yourself
static
back
stretching is legs.
slowly.
So this changes depending on what you do.
And your stretching
And
is
now
complete.
you feel better.
Good job.
Like, you go from your muscles feeling like they're jelly and dying to just, ooh, I feel nice. Like, I just feel nice and good. It helps so much. By far the biggest mind-blowing thing about exercise from this game. Because fucking no one told me that that was a thing before. I never knew about it, never heard about it. And then this game said, hey, you know you're meant to, like, do some stretches after you exercise, right? I'm just like, wait, what? Good job. To finish up, here are some post-exercise tips. Are you thinking, what can I do to be fit? Eat a balanced diet and exercise. I'm trying my best. Trying my best on both of those fronts. Well, now that I've actually started exercising, I'm trying my best on both of those fronts. How can I maintain a fit lifestyle? Try to stay active. To help keep yourself fit, follow these guidelines. Eat a balanced diet. Drink plenty of water. I guess I should drink more water. Don't think I did that after I beat Drago. Get moving. Use the stairs. Take walking breaks, etc. Bitch, I live up a flight of stairs and I work retail and I'm on my feet all day. Come on. And get plenty of sleep. I'm definitely doing that one. Just be mindful of your body's limitations and always exercise within your comfort range. If you push yourself to falling apart and dying, that's not going to help your body. That's all for today's cooldown. Hey, be sure you're ready to go right away the next time you play. If the Joy-Con batteries are running low, you should definitely charge them up. Hope to see you again. Goodbye for now. Bye, Tip. And with that, alarms, no, I'm doing it after streams. I don't need to set an alarm. I don't need to set an alarm. I don't need to set an alarm. I'm doing this after streaming at an inconsistent time. Get plenty of sleep. Laughs at 1 a.m. Yeah, because I'm going to be doing this like after my normal streams most of the time. Get plenty of sleep, I say, as I stream this to people who are watching it at 4 in the morning. But with that, day 1 is done. Day 1 is done. So my plan, I'm going to do another day this week of where the only thing I stream that day is Ring Fit. And then after that, the idea is, for the start at the very least, we'll increase it over time if I feel like I can. Or depending on how like well it fits into the routine. The idea is that we're going to be doing this 3 times a week. After 3 streams during the week, my idea is on my Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I don't want to do 2 days in a row or anything like that. And that's like evenly spaced out on days where it's relatively easy for me to fit into streams. The idea is after my normal stream, just like while we're still streaming, like we just finish whatever game we're playing and we just do this for however long I can feel like I can do it every day. In terms of playtime, I don't want to pass like an hour just because I do have other things to do after I finish a normal stream. But like even with this, with all the intro and explaining everything, it was like an hour and a half, so it probably won't be that long. Like, so that's basically the idea. And for the YouTube audience, because well, you're already watching this on YouTube. If you are part of the YouTube audience, you'd already know. But the idea is that for the YouTube videos, they'll be uploaded on a weekly basis. Everything I do for Ring Fit in a week will go up as a video for that week, and we can see. And also the title will say week, so you can see like if I'm really sticking with it, then it'll be like week 30. I've been doing this for 30 weeks. Let's go. This game is great. And I love it, and I hope that between the gamification of the game, my desire to just get fit, and me wanting to stream it so it's part of a routine because I'm normally streaming anyway, and obviously the lovely encouragement from all you beautiful motherfuckers out there is enough to help me stick with it. Because boy fucking howdy do I want to stick with it. I want to, like, the game is just fun and I just want to beat it. I just want to see how much the game expands, and like, because like from the furthest that I've ever gotten in this game, the game never stopped like expanding what you did in it. And I'm curious if that will go for like the entire game as a video game. And also just If I stick with it, then I get to see the full game, and I get to show off the full game, and then I get it, and I get more fit and in better shape than when I started, and that's just a lot of positivity to happen from a single Let's Play. So I hope I can stick with it. Again, shout encouragement or non-awful shame at me to help me do that if I ever feel like if I ever seem to be slacking. But thank you all so much for watching. Yes, win-win-win. It's a win for everyone, and you get to see me be exhausted and falling apart. That's a positive for you, right? You like watching me flop around like this, right? Is that fun? Is that fun? Is it fun to watch? Is this fun to watch me exercising? I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping the game is exciting enough. I don't know, but I also don't care that much. This is for me. This is for me. Sure was a Ring Fit adventure, wasn't it? Teams, I'm slightly exhausted. Not too exhausted though. Not too exhausted. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. 2 days from now, I'm going to be doing this again. If you're in the YouTube audience, well, continue watching the video. And if you're in the Twitch audience, I'll see you in a couple days when we pick this back up. And we're back. Day 2, Ring Fit Adventure. Let's fucking go. We're at the end of a stream, so, you know, it's a bit later in the day. And if I've got a bit of a red face or anything like that, it's alright. I saw Persona was announced in some reacts that I just did before this. So I've had a couple shots of straight from the bottle. So if anything is bad, don't worry about it. Also, look, the measurements are in real measurements. It says I ran in kilometers and not in miles. And yeah, I was right. I said about 1 kilometer, 1.19 kilometers specifically, actually. The measurements I use, so I know. So I'm leaving it in that. Also, it's the measurements that most of the fucking planet uses, so I'm leaving in that. If you notice the Rings voice option, I'm too attached to the male one, sorry. Can I move this microphone any closer without it? No, not really. Okay. So new settings and stuff like that. I gotta get into it. I don't just have to get into like how to do all the Ring Fit stuff. I gotta get used to how to actually stream this game. I have the game slightly quieter today, so hopefully that works better. It was way too loud for the last time. Alright, good evening. Still up for day 2 of your adventure. You know, they say the first 2 days are the hardest. Hang in there. Well, it's day 3. I took a day break between them because I definitely don't want to start this by doing multiple days in a row. My legs are still a little sore from the first day because I can do the squats easy, it turns out. Like, I can do the squats and I don't feel that bad while I'm doing them. Turns out, it does a number on my legs for the next couple days, though. How are you feeling? Are your muscles sore? Honestly, at this point, they're like a little sore. They're a little sore, but not much. But I'll still say they're sore, because if they're sore at all, that's probably what it's saying. Okay, I'm not to take on more exercise than you can do. That's any amount of exercise I need to do more than, like, it's not like, oh, move it a little long or anything like that. I had a couple times at work where it was like, bending down to pick things up multiple times in a row was just getting a bit, need to like slap my legs a little bit. That was about it. My arms felt fine though, which I guess I did way more squats because it was the thing I was the most comfortable with. Oh, doesn't matter. If you get too sore, take a break from exercising until you feel up to it again. That's why I'm not doing it all the days in a row. If I did it yesterday, the day after the first day, that would have been too much. Always listen to your body and exercise within your limits. By the way, how has your ring fitness been going? I think it's about right. Again, I'm setting it to my current intention is we're going to up the difficulty every week that I do it in a row until we hit 20, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Though if we get to like 17 and that's my limit, then I'll leave it. But like for the current idea, like when we start next week, I'll bring it up to 12 kind of thing. Keep it at this level. Be sure to stick to an exercise routine that's right for you. Remember that your hard work has many benefits. Let's start today with a good dynamic stretch. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell you. When you do dynamic stretch, you'll learn some XP in adventure mode. Want to get into stretching? Hell yeah. We'll do stretching every day, because you feel much better when you stretch than when you don't stretch.
Dynamic stretching.
But the dynamic stretching is the same every day. I think I mentioned that,
Try to mirror
but
Tip's movements without overextending yourself.
And it has this groovy music
All
for
right. Music start. Keep your posture straight.
it.
3, 2, 1, go! Alternate bringing your knees up to touch the ring con.
Well, I did the wrong side. Well, I guess if you're
Be
watching this,
mindful
I'm
of your
matching
body
him.
and stretch within the
But
range
it's meant
of
to
your
be-
ability. Last
But it's
time.
meant to be, I look at
Alright.
his, like,
Good.
I see this side on him lift up,
Next
so I do
is
that.
the heel lift stretch. Bring the insides of your ankles up toward the ring con.
So I said ignore the stomach, The whole point of us doing
This
this is
stretch
to get
can
rid of
help
it,
make your hips
so
more
I'm not
flexible.
ashamed of it showing. Also, you
Last
shouldn't be
time.
ashamed of it anyway, because it shouldn't be
Yes,
anyone else's fucking
just like
business
that.
what you do with your body.
Next is the back straightening
Totally a
stretch.
personal thing.
Take a big step forward and drop your
But like,
hips.
I'm not ashamed of it personally by seeing it. I don't like that it's there.
Focus on
But
lowering
if
your
I see
body
it right
without
now,
putting
because
too
I'm
much weight on
exercising,
your front
then
foot.
I'm doing something about it.
Be sure to keep your lower back straight.
I'm so bad at this one. I've never been good at this one.
Let's do one more of each. All right.
Don't know how to do that one
Good.
properly. Well, I think it's
Finally,
also,
spread
I can't
your
get my
feet.
body into a position where I do it properly.
Raise the ring con above your head and lean to the side. Focus on leaning to the side
buying
without
shirts for
bending
this,
forward.
Was part of what made me realize how much weight I put on.
This should stretch both the
When I
muscles
first
in your
entered my
sides
20s,
and in your
I would wear
arms.
like a large. Then I put on a little weight,
Let's do one more of each.
as I mentioned last time. And that's when
Great
I went
job.
up to like an extra large. This is a 4 extra large. And it still don't, I mean, like, if I just stand here, you can see, like, yeah, that's probably what size I am. But, still shows off the stomach if I lift my arms even slightly. I'll tip, I'm less exhausted than you. Get up, get over it. Dynamic stretch to be proud of. Be sure to do your best today. I'm rooting for you. See, even day 2, right? Even day 2, just to show how, like, fitness is real. I'm so much less like I said the first day dynamic stretching. I'm ready to quit right now. Not quit, but I'm exhausted for the day. I'm not that today. Like, I'm breathing a little bit because I'm still incredibly unfit. But even just like the first day to today difference is, I feel better after that first one. As they say, first 2 days are the hardest. God, when I get close enough to drink that, it's so fucking bright. It's such a bullshit setup I have to make this work, but it's fine. There we go. Summary. You joined forces with Ring and nearly defeated Drago before the villain fled. The more Drago turns his dark influence, stronger he'll become. You must stop him. I'm not aiming to beat World 2 today. If I feel like I can, I will, but World 1 for the first day was just my straight up goal, because like, needed to get into it, where the worlds get longer and longer, so a world a day is not sustainable. I mean, you can even see here, there's 3 levels. Plus a sign thing before we get to it. So Drago is over there now. How dare he? Ah, you know you've only gotten this far because I was sloppy, right? Well, that's gonna change. That's where Drago was raised, the land of night, where the sun never rises. Now, monsters are most active at night. We need to be really careful here. We're already back in his hometown. Select world, and we can travel between the worlds, visit everything. I mentioned it before, and I'll try to stop saying it every single time something RPG mechanic related comes up in this game. Full RPG. So set fit skills, you can see the list that we get there. We already added the front press, I believe. Spoilers on skills, oh my god. Yeah, we already added the front press. Change look, because there's outfits. Select world, so that we can travel to. Yeah, we completed world 1. And yes, there's side quests. And catalog is just a collection of basically all the items that you've gotten. So, first world. There must be a town close by, right? We've come this far. But if the monsters Drago summon show up near town, that'd be really bad. We have to put a stop to Drago's plans. He's too dangerous. Night Cloak Pass. This is already 5 minutes. Jesus Christ. Just to start with. Again, I'm not saying any specific goals on a day-to-day basis of how much I should do. It's more of a listening to my body thing and doing what I feel I can do every day.
Huh.
Which, if you stick with it for long
You can
enough,
sink to the water faster if you raise
will
your knees
naturally
up high.
increase. Oh. I used to be much better at the knee lifts than I am. Definitely worse at the knee lifts now than I was before when the first few times I
If
played
the game
this.
seems off, I maybe miss
Oh.
a line. Just face me downward to recalibrate.
Wait, okay, stop. It's already fallen off. Don't mind me. Because my leg is so huge, my leg, like, starts really big at the top and then goes down like that. So if it's not tight enough, it naturally wants to fall down. And doing knee lifts like that Definitely doesn't help. Definitely doesn't help. Can I continue? Ugh. There we go. Now we're running. I feel like it's on the wrong leg. Maybe it is on the right leg. That you're meant to put it.
Okay, let's select the skill.
Maybe it is meant to be on the right leg. I don't remember. Anyway, we've now got 2 enemies. And we have a ranged attack. Well, a multi-hit attack. So we do front press. Recharge of 2. Slightly less attack power than the others, but hey, it's fine. Gotta be hold still for it.
Okay, let's go. Engage your inner force as you push. Great.
And also, just again, things feeling good. Look at the fists
Fantastic.
and how they slightly bulk up, and when you hit max power, they just go like full.
Excellent.
Like they just slowly build up and then go whoa, get super small right as you hit it.
Challenge
It's always significantly tougher for me to do than overhead.
Great.
You know, my pectoralis major is obviously not as strong as whatever the other one was for the overhead one.
Keep squeezing.
I don't know if this is too high or not. What I need is someone who actually exercises to be next to me doing this and telling me whether I'm doing it right or not.
Select a skill.
Because, like, the video game telling me, hey, you're doing it right, or anything like it shows you that and everything, but it's hard for me to visualize and see what Tip does and know whether I'm matching that or not. That's hard for me to do. To just, like, look at Tip and just go, yeah, I'm matching him. Like, I feel like I am, but I very easily could not be.
Okay, let's go. Point your toes straight ahead. Okay.
Like, am I doing this properly? I mean, like, I feel like I'm getting my legs down to the right amount.
Nice.
Is the top half of my body moving too much to, like, make this effective?
Yes.
I definitely feel like the ring con's on the wrong leg.
All right. That one's down.
Because I was getting ready for the stream and stuff, I put it on before the game told me which leg to put it on, so I think I put it on the wrong on the wrong one. But it's working fine, so I'll leave it.
You should feel it in your
I'll
stomach.
pay attention later and try and work it out properly. Like when I do it again, when we do it for day 3. I won't put it on until the game tells me. Like we'll boot up the game,
Overhead
and the
press.
game will tell me, hey, this is what you should do. And then we'll do it there.
Okay, let's go. Be sure not to raise your chin. Very nice.
Again.
Neat.
Say my deltoids are clearly stronger than my pectoralis major, obviously.
Well done.
Because it's much easier for me to do these ones. Obviously, that's what it is.
Whew.
Obviously.
Tough one.
Whew. Whew. Feels good. Generally, like...
You did it.
Ugh. Sorry, just trying to catch my breath before I can continue my commentary. Playing this game is something that did make me realize that, hey, wait a minute. The feeling of your body, like, during and post-exercise, for me, even outside of, like, the exhausted
Let's select
parts,
a skill.
like, it feels good to get your body moving, and, like, the endorphins, or whatever the fuck they call that, move through your body when you do it. Generally feel good. By the way, kettlebell, actual kettlebells, Deku's up there in chat, but that's from the previous stream we did. I'm pretty sure Deku called the kettlebell.
Careful.
Here it is, very literally. Stop. Okay, I'm doing mouth breathing, fuck you.
Slowly return to the starting position. Work your lower body muscles.
Pure Zen.
Afgard!
Zen as hell. Or whatever the word is.
You should feel it
I
in
don't
your
know if me
stomach
as a
when you
white
breathe
motherfucker
out.
using the word Zen is like cultural appropriation. I don't know, but it probably is.
Select a skill and attack.
This fucker has a lot of health. No more front presses. It's gotta be. Last day was leg day, so we did so many squats and running. Today's arm day. I say doing squats and chair pose.
Okay, let's move. Bend your knees slightly as you do this exercise. Very nice.
That's something that took me a long ass time to do. Where he just says there. There's a lot of these where you want to bend your knees just a little bit to make sure you're doing it properly.
Nice.
Even though Ring says that, I wasn't paying enough attention. I didn't realize that for a while. It's like Abguard. I was doing Abguard for a long ass time without cleansing my knees.
Fine work.
That may have been why I felt it in my arms and not my stomach.
Excellent. Abguard.
So you bend your knees a little bit and then just go.
With your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
I know he says it out loud very frequently. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy trying to pay attention to my breathing so I didn't pass the fuck out from being exhausted because I never fucking exercised.
Overhead press. Okay, let's go. Be sure not to bend your lower back when you raise your arm. Great! Yes! Yes!
And just everything about the attacks, just sound design, visual design.
Fantastic!
There's just so much like,
Okay! Fantastic! Increase your pace!
you're not just sitting here just doing ring press, like you're not just sitting here just squishing a thing up above you.
That
Like there's all the
was
gamification of like
amazing.
noise and sound effects and visuals that just help sell it. Like that's what the gamification does. There's the gamification of the progression of. It's not just the more intangible feeling of getting more fit, but the physical benefits, or like in-game benefits, I should say. Physical benefits are obviously your body. But like the in-game progression meant to mimic your real-life progression. It's a lot more tangible kind of thing of seeing level number go up as opposed to I feel a little bit more fit than I did last week, right? So there's obviously the gamification of like long-term stuff,
Score!
but just making moment-to-moment stuff feel better
This rock is no
with that
match for the two
gamification
of us.
is also good. Abdominal press hold. Basically Abguard.
You've got it! Keep pushing me into your stomach!
There we go, we crushed that rock. Suck it in.
You got it!
One actual complaint I have about it. You grab up stuff and you level up while running. Ruins your running. Like, it's cool that I get all this stuff, but like, it could tell me after the next battle or anything. Where I was in the middle of a sprint. And like, the battle's interrupting your sprint, at least then you go into exercise. This is interrupting your sprint just to read menus. So like, I just go back to like, low speed. And there we go.
Way to work up a sweat! Now
I
turn
did, I
your
can feel it
exercise
today.
into experience points with a
With a victory pose. Oh, I don't have the fan facing me.
Charge your squat power,
That doesn't
but don't
help.
overextend yourself.
I didn't actually move the fan so it's facing me. Oh well.
Release
Yay!
to victory!
So let me turn the fan so it's facing me. I'm wondering why it's so much hotter today. Because my fan's not rotating. I had my fan facing me when I was sitting in the chair over there.
Camera with the pad of your right thumb.
Not
as
facing me
shown.
while I'm fucking exercising.
Measuring. Please do not move your thumb.
I always do the heart rate stuff because I'm just curious. Might make it take longer, but that's for you to do it, not me. It's at least steady. It's at least steady. Nice battling! Wait, he just zooms and screams at you. Your attack and defense power increases you train your body. Use this to your advantage in battle. You'll have to defeat lots of monsters and get even stronger.
Ah,
Check out that treasure chest over there, V2. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Treasure chests contain all sorts of items. If you find one, you should absolutely check it out. Hell yeah. What do we get? 150 donut coins. Hell yeah. Building up all this money. Hell yeah. Grrr. Hey, my monsters! Up until now, not a single monster has ever descended upon our town. Oh no, there are people living here. They could all be in danger. Let's defeat the monsters and make sure everyone's safe. The people live in Dash Along Tower, apparently, which is like the exercise gym like we saw last time. I don't know what they're doing living here. I really don't. They should go not live in a gym. I guess everyone in this world's obsessed with fitness. If they live in the gym, they don't have to worry about traveling there. Which I guess now that I think about it is literally why I'm playing Ring Fit Adventure.
Alright. Uh-oh. Run faster or it'll just push you
Easier
back.
for me to step. Oh, I missed one.
Okay, nice.
Can't get up there because I jump up there. I've never gotten that. I don't know what that is. I assume there's a jump at some point that like goes high for this. I can't play far enough to get it. Ah!
Great effort. Awesome work.
Wait, I'm playing Ring Fit Adventure because it's easier to stick with the gym that's in my home of Ring Fit than going to an actual gym.
Let's select the skill.
So I guess I shouldn't shit talk the villagers now, should I? I guess that's a bit mean.
Okay, let's go. Focus on your chest muscles and press in. Great! Perfect!
How do people do this for 45 minutes of exercise? Like, it's not game time, it's exercise time, because I show the timer at the end of the day and it's like 45 minutes, and I'm like,
Let's keep going.
how the fuck do you do that?
Come on.
How do you do that? The running is what exhausts me the most. It's not even running, it's just moving your legs in place. But it's cardio, and that's clearly where I'm at my worst. My worst is clearly either my lungs for air capacity, or my heart for beating. My stamina is much less than my muscle endurance.
Keep squeezing.
My muscles can put up with, like, reps and stuff way better than my heart and lungs can put up with running. Hold multiple attacks. There we go.
Select a skill and attack.
Arm day.
Overhead press.
Arm day. Arm day.
Okay, let's
The first day
go.
forces you into leg day because it's like one fucking exercise that actually uses your arms. 3 that use your legs.
Sharp. Great. Awesome. Okay. Good night.
Okay, I don't know whether chair pose is meant to feel like it's in your legs, but it definitely feels like it's in your legs for me.
You should feel it in your stomach.
Basically
before you
holding a
breathe
small
out.
squat for a long period of time. Definitely feels like it's in the legs for me. Looks a little tired. Lazy. Keep going like I am. Fuck you. You die for that now. Excessive? Maybe. So it says to keep your toes parallel, but to keep my toes parallel, I think my feet are just fucked up. I have to like invert my legs so much. Like my toes are not parallel right now, but my legs are in like a natural position. Like my like if I keep my toes parallel, my knees face inwards. So I think that's just my feet are fucked up. So now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure everyone on my father's side of the family, all of their feet like bow out to the side. Maybe it's just a weight thing. Like if you're heavier, your feet are more likely to just go whoa. So if I lose weight, maybe they'll be more likely to be aligned. I don't know.
Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Open your chest.
Okay, well I have to do that. barely felt like it was worth doing. I
With
guess
your legs bent
I don't know if
slightly.
it's strictly a fault or whether it's meant to be like part of the reprieve the game gives you, so you don't have to go
Careful.
fully
You don't have
ham
any
all
hearts
the
left.
time. It is a bit odd that sometimes you get to like an exercise and the enemy dies before you finish the rep, so you do hardly any. Like it doesn't make you finish the rep. And I can't tell if that's a fault of just like
Okay,
it's
let's
cutting away
go.
from how much you should be doing.
In on the ring as
And
you
like
breathe out.
doing a rep of
Alright.
2,
Amazing.
is that gonna have any
Alright.
benefit?
Very nice.
But maybe it's meant to
Keep
be
it up.
just if you have to do full reps of everything all the time,
Whew.
you would fucking
Tough one.
die. And it might also just be because there's like an incentive to go full with everything, like squat further, do bigger movements and stuff, go slower for yoga, that you do more damage. Maybe it's designed so like if you do minimal damage and you don't do like go far with it on any of them, because you just can't push your body that far, maybe it's designed so like those enemies, I kill them really quick on their second attack. But maybe for the people where they don't get the damage bonus for doing the thing fully
All right.
every time, they can still do it in 2. They just have to do 2 full reps instead. So they're doing less of the thing.
You got it.
Like they're not going as far with it every time. Box is falling!
Breaking into their blast.
They're not going as hard with it every time, but they have to do more overall reps. So maybe it's like a balancing act like that? I'm not sure. Run and go!
Score.
We missed an XP medal, but I think that was the thing at the start that we couldn't do. Where like it like went up and it said, we don't have a jump for it.
Drop your hips.
Yeah! Victory! Huh, bugging. Oh. Ring Fit exhausting. That's cold water. What I'm also realizing, that's probably a bad idea. So like I'm doing this and I'm streaming this, right? And recording it and everything. as like motivation to continue doing it. It also means I'm talking out loud while doing it. Am I fucking up my breathing by doing that? Am I making myself more exhausted because I'm getting less oxygen because I'm talking all the time? I didn't think of that until just now. Master fit skills to give yourself a serious advantage in battle. Don't forget to equip new fit skills as you earn them.
Ah!
Looks like those townspeople escaped. What a relief. But if Drago were to appear in town, then... Well, we can't let that happen. Now we have a bonus. Are you ready for the fun shit? Arr! Welcome, valued customer. Is this your first time here? Let's get you registered. I simply need your name. Yes, I see. V2, is it? Excellent. Registration complete. This is the game gym, where you can play a minigame while you exercise. There are many kinds of minigames. This location lets you play Robo Wrecker. Yes, there are fitness minigames. Instead of a full level, you just do a cool little thing. I love this. Robo Wrecker Novice. Rotate, press, and pull the ring con to hit the robots as they pop out. Hashtag chest, hashtag core, hashtag trapezius. You don't have to watch this if you don't want to. You decided to watch it, so this is what you're getting into. Rotate it left and right to move around the things. Squeeze in to hit the robot. And pull out to hit the robots on the outside. Minigames! WarioWare ain't got shit on this!
Ready?
WarioWare ain't got
Go!
shit! Alright, ready? Gotta focus for the minigames. Boom. 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 Oh, gold one's worth more points.
Hold the ring on up straight.
Shut up, Ring. You're throwing off my vibes, Ring.
Outstanding! If it's too hard, bring the ring con closer to your body.
There we go. There we go. Oh, bonus time. Bonus time! Oh god, it's still going! Oh god, it's still going! I know it was still going! Oh, I thought it was ending. Oh, I missed one! I missed one! There is a rank S for a perfect score. I do know that. I do know there is a perfect, an S for a perfect score. So to get a bonus there, we have to get a B rank. I don't know, there's a thing later that says, hey, go get an S rank. So I'm not going to do that again right now to get an S rank. If we get to like a point in the game where it's clear that you only ever need Bs and the S's are bonus if you want to get them. Because I want 100% this game while we're doing it, because that just means I get to do the most fitness. We will try it and get an S rank on all of them as well. If I can, we'll have to see how it goes. Wow, congrats! Here's your bonus. Hell yeah, 150 monies. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And now, next level. Oh no, I was so focused on picking berries I didn't even notice how far I was walking. I need to get back home post-haste.
Huh?
Oh, there are still people out here? Disturbance Meadow. Save the villager! We'll go do that. I can't see the time or anything. Realizing the way that I do this, I don't know how long I've actually... Ow. Still, my legs are jelly concha. Don't know how long I've actually been doing like I can see, oh, I've done 8 minutes of exercise. How much game time is that? Like, for me to add this on the end of every stream, am I adding half an hour onto how long I'm streaming? Am I adding an hour? I don't know. Probably adding more than I would if I was playing on my own, because obviously talking, I ramble all the time, and then I'm not exercising or rambling, but you know. It is how it is.
Select a skill and attack. Okay, let's go. This will work your upper chest. Great! Yes!
Hell yeah.
Excellent!
Yeah.
Excellent!
I guess I'll say in editing how long it is actually each day that I spend on this.
Fine work.
Because if I'm uploading this on a week-by-week basis for like a full YouTube video, and I'm doing 3 days, will that make like an hour and a half video? Will it make a 4-hour video? I don't know. Not at this stage.
You should feel it in your stomach when you breathe out.
It's like you see the exercise time, but there's a shitload of downtime in that exercise time. There's a lot of downtime.
Select a skill.
Menus, dialogue, etc.
Overhead press.
Which again, I think is more of a pacing thing, so you don't exhaust yourself by just always exercising.
Okay, let's move.
It's just more honest. Because people might say, yeah, I spent like an hour at the gym today. How much of that was actually actively exercising? Because without a timer like this, you're not gonna have a clue. You could spend an hour at the gym and you only did 20 minutes of actual exercising between check-in times, going into the change rooms, finding a machine, setting up the machine, going between the machines, maybe waiting in line for a machine, filling up your drinks, choosing which video game OST goes the fucking hardest that matches like the energy of the exercise you want to do. You know, all these things that will slow you down.
Slowly return to the starting position. Open your chest and Abguard!
The front press is meaning that they die in like so little things afterwards.
With your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
I feel like leg exercises are inherently harder for me while playing this game.
Overhead press.
Because when I'm doing arm stuff, I'm going against how much resistance this thing can offer, which is decent, but not massive. Where I'm doing leg stuff, the weights that I'm fighting against is my own body, which is probably significantly more resistance than an elastic ring can provide.
Okay, let's move.
And this thing like provides a good jump, right? Like to squeeze it in this far, like I've got to really hold it in, right? Like it's not just I push it in, I'm just like leaving my arms in. Like I do have to exert my muscles to hold it in the middle. Like I'm exerting my muscles.
That was amazing.
I mean, like I am not aiming to get swole or jacked or like ripped or anything like that. I'm purely just trying to increase like the quality of my heart and lungs, increase my overall stamina, and lose weight. I am in no capacity aiming to build up a shitload of muscle mass. Like, tone the muscle mass so the muscle are actually like good as opposed to flabby. Yes. Like building up like definition in them maybe, but like building big muscles is not my goal. I don't think this game's never gonna do that for anyone. I don't think that's literally the tips at the end of today's day in this game. Don't worry about it. Lots of running. Oh, coins. I missed the coins. Can't miss that one though, it's XP.
You got it.
There we go. How many monsters are there around here? We must kill them all. Oh,
Okay.
Scuttlebell.
Let's select the skill.
Oh, look at this big motherfucker. Alright, time for squat. Cool. Definitely think I call it after this one for today. Don't think I could do a Drago boss fight after this. Like, I could, but I wouldn't want to push myself to do that more so than anything. Like, I feel like today, like after this might be like, I'm good. Without just be like, ugh.
Okay, let's go. Point your toes.
Like, I want to get to a point at the end of each day where it's just like, I did a good workout, and I feel worked out. I feel like I did a lot. You don't want to get to the point where it's just like, I feel like I want to die
Okay.
and collapse,
Nice.
and my body feels like absolute shit.
Keep it up. Go. Challenge yourself. Great.
So I just consider this thing with a lot of fucking health.
Yes. Yes.
Whew.
Flawless.
There we go. Oh shit. He's doing a charge up turn. Oh fuck.
Overhead press. Okay, let's move. Good for working those upper arms. Very nice.
Like we just like you can see it in his face, right, that he looks up, like he's looking at you when it goes to full mass. Oh no, he gets scared in his face. Will he knock down his arms?
Very nice.
Like he doesn't get scared until it's fully charged and then he's like, oh shit.
Okay.
And now he's on the ground with beating him into it again over and over.
Excellent.
They put a lot of effort into like just things like that for this game.
Keep squeezing.
Like as a fitness game, they put a lot of effort into animations and stuff. Animations, music, sound design. Like, it's
Keep
just
going.
so clear that this game was
Like the skill.
made by
Careful.
people who are like very careful and deliberate to make like a quality game and a good fitness game too.
And slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. This movement targets your core.
I can actually do the breathing properly.
made it!
Oh. I can actually do the breathing
Stay
properly on that
hydrated.
when I don't do it properly and I breathe through my mouth. Never know how to do that by breathing through my nose. It's just I can't control it enough, and I'm just like, by the time I get down to the bottom, I'm just like, I've breathed it as much as I can. If I can through my mouth, I can just be like, control how much, so I can like, control a full breath in and a full breath out in like at the same time as I do that. I don't know if that's like worse for what the goal of the exercise is,
Okay, let's
but
go.
if I can do it, then I'll
Press
take
A
it.
on the ring as you breathe out. Fine work.
But I want to leave it. Does he get
Excellent.
scared? And no.
Great!
Oh, you know, he looks up, right?
Good.
And he shakes. Yeah, he shakes more as it goes further. Like he's looking at a little bit there. And as it builds up, he shakes more and more. I've noticed the look up and shaking part, but like it steadily goes as it goes up. I didn't notice that part.
You made it.
It flies
Awesome.
up. Hell yeah. Like, they didn't just go, fuck, make a fitness thing where you do some exercise, whatever. It's just a cash-in video game where we just want to make people do exercise and pay us money for it. Like, I think that's what makes it, like, one of the things that makes this game so well designed is that, like, outside of the fitness
Drop
things,
your
it's
hips.
also just genuinely a good fucking game.
Strong.
Like a well-made game where they've considered all the different parts of what makes a game and focus on making those parts good as well. And making it a game where it's like, it's clearly about fitness and it's clearly also a video game, but the video game isn't divorced from doing fitness. It's not like, go and play some soccer matches, but it's secretly a workout. Go do some dancing, but it's secretly a workout. Go like, build a fucking tower, but it's secretly a workout or anything like that. Like, no, it's go run, fight monsters, and beat the monsters by doing exercise. Like, the whole theming is so explicitly exercise that it just gives you the, like, it brings you into that mindset of this is about exercise, this is about fitness. This also happens to be a game. It's well designed is what I'm trying to say, and I'm gonna rant about that a lot during the series, but it's a good game, and I just want to talk about how good it is, while also trying to get further than, like, a couple hours into it. Really helped me out there. Monsters always seem to show up when you least expect them. There was a time you'd never find monsters around here. Oh, jeez, look at what time it is. Sorry to take off, but I told my wife I'd be only 5 minutes. 3 hours ago! Whew, that was a close one, but I'm glad we made it out safely. This is important, so I need you to listen to me too. The real Drago, the real him isn't the kind of guy to send monsters to make other people miserable. When I first met Drago, he was very insecure about his body. He called himself weak, scrawny, so I helped him train. It seems very out of character for him to use that power he worked so hard for to do something like this. That's why we have to hurry! We can still save him from the dark influence's control! There's plot in this game. Whew. I was gonna say I call it after that level, and the game's literally saying, hey, do you want to finish for today? Maybe that should be my goal. Keep going until the game says, hey, take a break for today. Like, at least go until the game says take a break every day, and if I feel like I can continue, I will. At the very least, here. Like, if it was another normal level, I could probably do it today. Knowing it's a Drago boss fight, no. So we'll finish it today. Again, I am unfit at this point. I cannot play this game for several hours in a row at this point. I need to build up to that point. That was a good day, day's work on Ring Fit Adventure. Let's go over today's exercise. In real measurements this time. I just like keeping screenshots, because it's like a tally of like all the stuff that we've done. 242 ring presses. Good job, you got this. Just a bit about the time exercising that was shown before. It actually calculates time you're moving your body, not the time you're using the game. It's the time with effort, a summary of just how hard you've been working. And yes, we'll stretch. You've been focused on your arm training today. Did that specifically because yes, because last time was leg day. With the stretch, let's loosen up with a focus on your upper body. And then we do some
Let's
static
begin
stretching.
our static stretching. You won't need the ring con.
Do I need to record the
Be
dynamic
mindful of your
stretching
body
or the static
and stretch
stretching
within
every
the
day?
range of your ability.
Probably not.
Stretch your left
But I
arm
want-
to the side
but I
and
want
hold
this
it with your right
series
arm.
To be a full
Pull in
documentation
your arm and stretch
of
the
the
muscles
whole
of your
workout
left shoulder.
experience. Like from the very start of working out each day to the very end each day. Like it's an LP of
Now
the video
do the
game
same on the
and me
opposite
wanting to
side.
show off the video game. But it's also
Slowly stretch
about
out, but
me
be careful not to
exercising
bounce.
and trying to get better. Which part of that, an important part of that, is stretching. Now I'm trying to take the same approach to the
Bring yourself
LP as
back
the game
slowly.
does. The game is a good game
Raise
just in of
both
itself,
arms
and
and
it
pull
tries to be a
down on
good
your
game
left
just in of
elbow.
itself. And the game tries to be a
Stretch
good
your
workout
upper
by making you
arms
do
while
workout
pulling your
stuff.
elbow downward.
And it tries to make those two things as much about each other as it possibly can. It's a good video game if you remove the exercise parts by just like how well designed
Now
they do
do
a
the
lot
same
of like
on the opposite side.
little details that just make things satisfying. But they don't do that to just be like,
Be
oh, it's a
careful
video
not to let
game,
your
but
head
you
fall
happen to
forward.
exercise while doing it. No, it's a game where the point is exercise, the theming is exercise, everything about it is that. That's the same with the LP, right? The LP is me showing
Bring
off the game,
yourself back
but
slowly.
also me and my
Use your
personal
right
journey
hand
to
to pull
exercise
back the
and trying
fingers of your
to
left hand.
do more exercise.
While arching back
and
your
get better
left
at it and
wrist,
stuff like that.
stretch your left arm forward.
So it's like the LP is like a journey of just me showing off the game, while also the journey of me like exercising, hopefully consistently, and hopefully getting
Now
better
do the
at it.
same on the opposite side.
And of course the dieting properly,
You can
And
get a
of course the
deeper
dieting
stretch by
properly.
pulling your arm in closer.
which I think those two things are entwined. Like obviously doing both of them gets you more fit, like gets you healthier, obviously.
Bring yourself back slowly.
But in the sense of just like if I'm exercising more frequently,
Rotate
it's easier
your
to keep the
hands behind
commitment
your back
to
and grasp your left wrist.
If I'm eating
While pulling
properly,
your wrist to
it's
the
easier
right.
to keep the
Lower your
commitment
neck
to
the same
exercising
way.
because my body will feel better. If I'm exercising properly, then it's easier to keep the commitment of eating properly because I don't want to put in the work of exercising
Bring your
and
neck
then eat
back
like
up
shit
and
and
stretch in
undo
the
the
opposite
work that I
direction
just
as
did.
well. Stretch slowly. Don't overdo
And
it.
exercising is easier when you feel better by eating better.
Bring yourself back slowly.
I'm not trying to be a fucking guru with any of this. I'm just trying to explain my
Spread your
mentality when it
feet,
comes to a lot of this
raise
stuff.
both hands, and hold your left wrist.
Lot
While
of
pulling on
stuff.
your wrist, tilt to the right
And like you can
and
definitely
stretch your
see,
side.
I am not doing the same things he's doing, but it does say do it to like the extent of your ability. You're bad at it to start with. It means you can only go
Return
up.
to your original position,
And the only way you
switch
can go up
hands, and bend the
Just
other
keep
way.
doing it.
Tilt directly to the side while taking care
I'm
not to slouch.
totally at the same angle as him. Totally going as far. Totally going as deep. Totally as straightly aligned across my whole body. 100%.
Bring yourself back slowly,
100% the same. Definitely.
and your stretching is complete. Good job.
I didn't mean to capture then. Know what I meant. Good job. Now here are today's tips. How much exercise is right for me? Exercise within the range of your ability. That brings us to today's theme. I'm worried I'll get too muscular. Day 2. I just love that. Like they know who's fucking playing this. Day 2? Oh god, what if I get too strong? On day fucking 2. It won't happen accidentally. You want to tone up your body. If you're not interested in a bodybuilder physique. Does that describe you? Literally what I said earlier. If so, you can rest easy. Standard weight training with a light load won't result in bulging muscles easily. Bodybuilders' bodies are the result of very hard training combined with careful management by professionals over a long period of time. That's all for today's cool down. Good work today. Get some rest. Whew. Again, the big thing that this game taught me, static stretching. Holy shit. Static stretching just helps your body feel so much better after a workout, and I can't believe it was never mentioned to me when I did that before. Even though, like, I did, like, gym work stuff during high school as part of the school's thing, and I've been to gyms since leaving high school, and fucking no one ever mentioned static stretching. Fuck you all. This thing's a better trainer than anyone else. Anyway, that's all for day 2. I will see you all on day 3, or at least I fucking better. This is the end of the YouTube video, you know I fucked up. I guess there's also that, hey. If you see a YouTube video about to end, and it's only on day 1 or 2 for the week, you know I fucked up. or I had a busy week. But anyway, I'll hopefully see you on day 3. If I don't make it to day 3, that's pretty bad. I'll do everything in my fucking power to make it to day 3. So for the YouTube audience, I'll see you then. Welcome back, day 3 Ring Fit Adventure. Here we go, adventure time. Level 8. We're getting there. Everyone's records. No one else is exercising on this. No one else even lives with me at this point. Don't worry about it, Ring Fit. I know there's 4 accounts on here, but don't worry about it. I'm now realizing. Sorry, I never actually turned the monitor to face me. I'm so great at setting this up. I set up everything fine the first stream, because I'm just like, I got time, I'm gonna set up everything. And now I do it after other streams, because it's the only way I can really do it consistently. And it's just a matter of remembering all the steps of just like, setting up Ring Fit is very different to setting up a normal stream. And I gotta change all those over in the middle of a stream. This is why I had to buy a second camera for this. God, could you imagine if I had to change the camera position every time I did this? That'd be a fucking nightmare. Especially considering how different the spots are there and up. Hi there, ready for day 3 of your adventure? I am. Is this in... Okay, perfect. Just make sure it's just off camera. I know it's the right spot for it then. I am ready. Tip, stop scratching your hair. I'm doing an intro. Ready for day 3 of your adventure? I sure am. Ready to stick to your routine. Good going. I see you've been working hard at the overhead press lately. I don't want to do any of that today. My arm is sore. Day 2, my legs are sore because we did a lot of squats, and now day 3, my arms are sore because I did a lot of the other stuff. Of like the presses to specifically avoid my legs. So I think until I get better at this and I can actually stick, like, not die from doing 1 day of exercise, I think we're gonna alternate days a lot. To work your shoulder and upper arm muscles, I suggest the overhead press. That explains what, because it's specifically my shoulders that are a bit right now. That would explain it, because I did a lot of the overhead press. It's effective to in working muscles around the arms too. How's your ring fitness been going? I think this is about right. Again, week by week basis, we'll adjust it. Keep it at this level. Be sure to stick with an exercise routine that's right for you. Remember that your hard work has many benefits. What do you say we start our day with another dynamic stretch? Always got to do the dynamic stretch. Stretching is
Keep
important.
your posture straight.
Stretching is
3,
important.
2, 1, go!
Go.
Alternate bringing your knees up to touch the ring con. This stretch targets the area between the thighs and glutes. Last time. Yes, just like that.
You can see how
Next
much
is
I
the
need to
heel
do
lift
this
stretch.
because as I'm doing just
Bring
the
the insides
stretches,
of your
my body is
ankles
like
up toward the
shaking
ring
and wobbling
con.
around.
Breathe out as you
Like,
raise
look
your
how
ankle.
straight Tip is there, right?
Last time.
His body's staying in place. I'm
Alright.
like swinging
Good.
side to side as I do it.
Next is the back straightening stretch. Take a big
Although I
step
don't know how
forward
much of
and
that
drop
is
your
just me
hips.
trying to move around my weight. Because I
Breathe
can't
in
move
as
in
you
the same
extend your
ways.
leg. Breathe
Because it's
out
like
as you pull it
physical
back.
mass in the way. Don't know
You
how much
should
of
be
it's
able
that.
to feel your back muscles stretching. Let's do one more of each.
Still don't feel my back
Yes,
muscles
looking
stretching when
great.
I do that. It feels like it's my legs.
Finally, spread your feet. Raise the ring con above your
Which
head
makes me
and
concerned I'm
lean
doing
to
it
the
wrong.
side.
But if I am doing it wrong, I have no idea
Face
how.
forward without letting your head drop. Try not to bounce during this stretch.
Have you seen the size of me? Any kind
Let's
of
do
movement
one
will
more
make
of
me
each.
bounce.
Great job.
There we go. I'm not sick and exhausted and dying after what that. I'm still gonna drink though. Don't stretch to be proud of. We're up Ring Fitness today. I thought I'd mention something. It's important to make a habit of exercise. Literally why I'm streaming it. Because it's part of my stream, which I do keep a habit of. It's easy to keep a habit of this. Literally the reason I'm streaming it. Make time for yourself, even if it's just a little bit, just to get into the habit. Again, trying to do this before, keeping the habit was the hardest thing. Doing it this way, I literally say at the beginning of the week, I'm going to do it these days, and it's going to be while I'm streaming. Way easier to stick with that. Giving yourself a reward each time you do it is another way, good way to set the habit. But the reward is but the reward for me is going to be food, and it kind of defeats the point. So, no. The reward is that I get the stream it. That's the reward. Summary. Together with Ring, you protect the townspeople from invading monsters. Yet there are surely others in danger. Press on with V2. I will do that. Oh god, we're starting with a fucking boss fight. Oh god, we're starting with a boss fight. Oh god. Oh god. Jesus. This is important, so I need you to listen. The truth is, I used to have 5 special powers. I think Ring Fit is maybe the best exercise game Nintendo has made so far. It seems to be so much more enjoyable than the likes of Wii Fit. You can go a step further. I think this is the best exercise game ever made. Like, in so many ways, this game is so well crafted for what it is. I think the thing with like Ring Fit and some other games that are like this is that the exercise is meant to be a bonus, or it's like they just want it to be a fun game, but you happen to be exercising while you're doing it. Everything about this game, like in tone and concept and idea, the game is never hiding the fact that it's about fitness. It's a game, and it very much wants to also be a game at the same time. That gamification helps you stick with it. But at no point does it try to hide that it's about fitness, and it's about keeping a habit, keeping a routine, doing actual proper exercise and stuff like that. Like, it's so upfront about it that I think it helps a lot, as opposed to being like, oh, it's a game that has a lot of, like Wii Sports. You play Wii Sports to do exercise. But while you're playing it, you're just thinking, oh, I'm playing a sports game. Whew, I'm a bit tired after that. Where this game is very, very upfront. This is specifically fitness. And again, the constant advice that like Tiff or Ring has for you, just like every day you do it, it's a little bit of encouragement. You're doing the right thing. You're sticking to your routine. That's good. Like, make sure you stick to the routine. Like, make sure your posture is straight. Like, the constant encouragement and stuff like that, it helps a lot. And also just that it's a well-designed game on top of it. Drago stolen those 5 special powers from me. And stealing my 5 special powers from me, Drago's own strength has grown. I'm not nearly strong enough to restrain him. That's why I need your help, V2. Drago is just ahead. Let's go and beat him together. Hell yeah. But we're starting with a boss fight. The boss fights are endurance runs compared to anything else you do in this game. And I'm gonna start with that and then play other levels after it. Shit. I fucked up. I fucked up. Oh, I remember this level.
Hit the pinwheel with an arrow. Yep, that's how you open those doors. Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah. If you're having a tough time, be sure to take plenty of breaks.
Like, you think the ring presses are easy, and then they ask you to do it rapidly?
Right on. Great. Almost done.
I can barely even do it properly.
Almost there. Are you ready?
Ah.
You did it.
You're doing it so fucking quick. And so many of them. I was getting to the point at the end where I'm just like squeezing it like, God. I said it wasn't arm day, it was leg day. Fuck. He's using the enemies as weight. Well. Your powers didn't slow you down any, I see.
I may have lost my powers, but that won't
Squeezing it
deter
like
me.
inwards and outwards.
I have a partner now. Together we'll defeat you.
Yeah! Like, I'm exhausted from my arms, so I keep squeezing it like that instead of straight in. Is that a fact? Here I was thinking about giving those powers back.
You were?
Oh, no! No, of course not! What? Oh, it has to be arm day. I just realized it has to be arm day. Fuck. Oh, definitely! But now that you're resorting to threats, I think I'll hang on to them. Now, if you want them back, you'll have to take them from me. Think you got the guts? Shit. Shit.
Those things look like they pack a punch. You should take out the hand enemies first.
He's gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Select a skill
All
and
right.
attack.
Oh yeah, we got standing twist last time. I forgot about this. All right. We're gonna start with front press. I'll start with standing twist.
Standing twist.
Use big sweeping motions. Moving energetically boost the power skill. So this one's like how far you swing. Staying on rhythm feels best. However, your rhythm won't affect the skill's power. Alright. Clap. Clap. Clap.
Twist. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Focus on moving your arms from your shoulders.
I'm trying
Right
to.
there. Right. Left. 10 more.
The rhythm is way too slow.
Left. Right. 5 more. Left.
The
Right.
rhythm is way too slow to keep to.
Flawless.
Rhythm is way too slow. It's working out comfortably.
Let's select the
I don't have a choice of it being arm day, do I? Fuck.
Okay, let's move. Bend your knees.
My shoulders are still sore from last time, so it's like,
Amazing.
fuck.
Great. Nice. Neat. Well done.
But that being said, although I think this is every time, because like I wasn't feeling bad when I did the squats or anything, and then I felt bad afterwards. I think in the moment with the adrenaline of exercise and stuff, none of my body hurts while doing it. It's just the after effect. Like while doing the exercise I never hurt, it's just afterwards. Although that pain afterwards of doing exercise,
Feel it in your stomach.
isn't that meant to be literally the feeling of your muscles becoming stronger or something? Like as you exercise,
Be sure to stay
you like
hydrated.
tear the muscles in a way that like makes them repair themselves to be stronger. So that pain is like literally them getting better.
Squat.
And select the target. We're obviously gonna select a Scuttlebell to kill them first. We don't have any more range attacks, so I'll go do it this way.
Okay.
Like
let's
that!
move. Bend your legs.
Okay. I can feel the strap is like I'm loose from doing this.
Perfect. Excellent.
My legs are too big for it, that's what it is.
Fantastic. Nice. Wonderful. Excellent.
Like genuinely my legs are like big enough that
Good job.
the strap and the way it sticks on there is awkward as hell.
Yes.
Whew. Whew.
Okay. One
I
left.
think that's correct. Didn't pay enough attention. Health class to note for sure though. Yeah, this is just like my vague memory of what I'm working. Of remembering. He's
Keep
working
going.
out while planning his next
Select a
workout.
Standing twist.
Alright, standing twist again. Come on. Yeah, I can feel like the strap is like... Because my leg just gets skinnier rapidly as it goes down. As it moves, it just wants to slide down my leg. Because there's way less resistance because it goes... It's very cone-shaped, my thigh.
Twist. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. This will focus on your waist. Right. Left.
I'm
Halfway
just throwing my
there.
reps.
Right. Left. 10 more. Left. Right. Left.
Look at the way he's like flying side to side.
5 more. Left. Right. Left. Right. Excellent.
So I'm doing cardio stuff while still using your arms for that. Okay, press in.
Feel it in your stomach, not your arms.
Ah, he doesn't have the belt for that one, so he's not gonna do as much
Keep your guard
damage.
up.
He still has it for that one, so he's gonna do more damage.
Don't push it. Take a break.
Will just the front press kill the arm and do some extra damage to Drago? It's worth trying anyways. It's worth trying anyways. If it doesn't kill him, he probably won't attack the next turn anyway,
Okay,
so...
let's move. Press in on the ring as you breathe out. Fantastic.
I'm not doing
Keep
breathing
it up.
stuff.
Nice.
I'll do the breathing for the yoga.
Okay.
Not right now, though.
All right. Excellent.
Cannot control my breathing on every single exercise,
Amazing.
sorry. Just not what I can do.
Increase
Come
your
on, please
pace.
kill him.
Great. You got it. Come on.
Fuck yes! Fuck yes! It got him. Perfectly decided attack. Got him.
With your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
So we're taking a lot of damage.
Select a
So
skill.
he's about to as well. Chair pose!
Chair pose.
But how far do you want me to squat? Sorry, you gotta. I'm trying to squat as far as you do there, while keeping my toes parallel is so hard for me to do. But I think that's more of an ankles thing. My ankles and defeated is fucked up.
Then slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Open your chest when you
Or the thickness of my thighs to get them that close. I don't know. Tell you what, I'm glad I have a 2-day break after today's. Glad I got a 2-day break before I do this again next.
Excellent. Now select a skill.
Again, I'm starting at quite the deficit of fitness, so I'm more than happy to take my time at the start. If I don't try and take my time at the start, I'll want to give up.
Okay, let's go. Be sure.
Punch him in the face!
Okay.
Punch him in the face!
Nice.
It's just so well animated,
Nice
so
work.
look at it all.
Fantastic. Nicely done. Great. Very nice. Great. Let's begin the race. Fantastic.
Got it.
Excellent.
Hopefully he dies before us. Our hearts are getting concerningly low. They're getting concerningly low.
Careful. You don't have many hearts left.
I'm doing the best I can, Ring. I'm doing the best that I can. Oh, whoops.
Okay.
I think that's quite literal. I think I've not fucked up a single thing. I think I've gotten great on every offense and defense, so I think I'm doing literally as well as I can.
Perfect. All right. Great.
And optimizing damage outputs by using like the right things. Oh, he's almost dead. Oh, he's actually almost dead.
Well, challenge yourself. Nice.
Ready and yeah, we did it. Drago's dead again. Woo!
Your sweat is so shiny and beautiful.
It's creepy to say, Ring. So creepy, that one. So creepy. Level 9. Oh, the leg strap is not liking me with my size. Not a fan of it. Yo, double level up. Let's go. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Now turn your exercise into experience points with a victory
You gotta feel
pose.
good after doing it all the time. And by feeling good, we mean do another squat.
Charge your squat power, but don't overextend yourself.
Oh, right. It's a boss fight. You gotta do it way longer, don't you?
Release
Yeah.
the victory!
Right, boss fights have longer victory poses. I forgot about that. Ooh.
Lightly cover the IR motion.
Oh, not as bad as I thought.
Pad of your right
Definitely can
thumb
do some
as
levels.
shown.
Cool, the boss fight would kick my ass. Not quite.
Measuring. Please do not move your thumb.
That's probably not good, though. That's probably not good. But it's fine, I'm sure. Moderate exercise. Ooh. Another level? No, just threat experience. That was just for the running we did at the start. Oh my god. Oh my god. The strap is really angry at me right now. Whoa, how do you still got the juice to stand up to me? Fine, whatever. I'll give you your power back. The one I kept anyway. The others are where they belong. In the garbage. Go and root around for them yourself. Damn it. Either our magic powers in the trash. Drago. That just feels extra mean-spirited. Heyo, now we start expanding what we're doing for our RPG stuff. Now shit starts expanding. So far we've been just doing exercises and stuff and whatever.
I feel my power returning!
Color coding. You can now deal higher damage by using fit skills that match the enemy's color. There it is. Now the game will decide for you whether it's arm or leg day. Or yoga day. Or chest day.
Rah!
We did it, V2! The power we've discovered is color coding ability. This will give us a serious edge in all future battles. There's no escaping now, Drago. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. World 2 completed. Except for that one nest rank that we need to go back and get, but we'll get that at some point. No, we're gonna continue. I said we're gonna get to at least the first time the game asks us if we want to quit every time, but I think because we beat a world, it's gonna ask us no matter what there. So we made it here, too. It's gone everywhere. I said we finally found a town.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Drago's presence is drawing all sorts of monsters. This might be challenging. Look at the little town there. I suppose you'd be pretty mad at me if I came back empty-handed. Monsters have never made it here before. This isn't good. Oh, it's him again. And they stole the smoothie ingredients? What am I gonna tell Honey? Hey, that's the man who was being attacked by a monster earlier. That's right, I think there's supposed to be a treasure chest around here. There's a chance of finding something really rare, you know. I'm hoping I find something great for her. She said she saw a shining jewel fall from the sky. Maybe something like that. Ooh. 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 Yes, this one's recommendation is Arm Day. For the 2 skill. Actually, I have 2 skills for it, never mind. But I've got 1. No, I've got 2. Alright. Time to go for a run! Sure, the monster's here too. Let's use the color coding ability to whoop their asses. Kick them back to Kingdom Fuck! We got like 2 seconds of running. And now color
I got
coding
my
kicks
color
in.
coding back. So, don't forget to use an attack that's the same color as the enemies for extra damage.
Dude, hit them weak point for massive damage. This thing is really... the strap really hates me. What she said? There's like lesbians and stuff? I don't know.
Check the enemy's
Alright,
color, then
so,
select the skill.
we have advantages. We're gonna start with some front press.
Front press.
But I wanted it like Dex, my arms are sore. Fuck, why did I say yes? Damn it.
Okay, let's go.
And so you'll see like little the difference of 11 and 16. So yeah, color coding is like a 50% boost. So it's a big deal.
Amazing. Fine work. Fantastic.
It's a big deal.
Well done. Very nice. Amazing. Great.
Which like, I like the color coding system, one, RPG stuff, and like,
You got it.
choose your loadout based on the enemies that you're gonna fight. It's, as you saw at the beginning, it does give you a recommendation of like what enemies are gonna be common in this level to do that.
Keep squeezing.
But it's also a way of just like forcing you to, hey, were you sticking with the same exercise all the time because it was too easy, because it was the easiest one for you? Fuck you, change it up. Which the game already tries to do that with like the recharge time on particular exercises, but now it's doing it even more.
Standing twist.
And standing twist, because it's got the advantage on the other one. Everything's on there today, god damn it.
Twist. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
I will say standing twist definitely seems to be one where it doesn't pick it up as well.
Right, halfway there. Left.
Like you can see the abs on the
And
screen,
left,
like changing which side, because I don't think it's great at picking this one up.
5 more.
Or I'm doing it wrong.
Left, right.
Yeah, I got him on the last one. Or I'm doing it wrong. I could also
Good
be doing it wrong.
fight.
It's definitely possible that I'm doing it wrong. Or I'm not doing it quite right, but yeah. And it's more of a cardio one, like I can't feel it in my abs or my chest, right? I'm just like, ooh, muscles on there, but it is like a cardio thing. And I guess getting your like chest and stuff used to like a lot of movement like that is also good rather than just pure reps on like hold kind of thing.
You've got it. Keep pushing me into your stomach.
Ah, there we go. Oh, more of them. Easy crush. Easy crush
Yes,
every time.
It's a treasure chest. I know
Oh,
how
here
to
we
open
go.
those.
Fuck you, do more squats. What? Ah. Hey, we got a spinach smoothie. Recovers 1 health. Drinking smoothies. Smoothies ingredients is available from the game menu. And now we have items to use in the middle of battle. RPG. Drinking smoothies will give you all kinds of benefits in courses and battles.
Wow.
Feel a spinach smoothie inside. Still some health, so eat it when you need it. Pick me up. Hell yeah. We made it up. Oh, I missed those points there. Now I've got to run further, I'm pretty sure. No! Run all the way around. Ah, there it is. Yeah, XP medal. Whew. Lots of running. Oh, big jump!
Great effort.
Ah, so hit the enemies. Alright, 4 enemies. Try a smoothie during battle. Lots of kind of things with different effects.
Skill and attack.
Oh.
Front press.
Arm day. God damn it. God damn arm day.
Okay, let's move. Focus on your chest muscles and press in. Okay. Neat. Perfect.
But I will say, in terms of like
Sharp.
health and like dying in levels. In all the attempts that I've made in this game, I've never died in a level.
Nice.
Maybe later on it becomes more likely.
Great. Okay. Excellent.
I think dying in level would more so get to you chose the wrong exercises, you didn't do what was recommended for the damage.
With your legs bent
You just
slightly.
let your health drain without drinking a smoothie. Or you didn't do enough of the exercises at like the great perfection. They either took more damage or didn't do enough damage. I think dying would more so be that than anything else.
Select a skill.
As opposed to strictly,
Chain twist.
oh, you weren't a high enough level or anything. Maybe later on that changes. Maybe later on it's just like, no, go and play other levels. You're not ready for this one yet. That might be a thing later on, I'm not sure.
Twist.
I feel like if it's going to be a thing, it would make sense to you later on. They probably don't want players to die in their first 2 or 3 days playing the game, and then go, well, I can't beat the game. Like, you don't want to discourage people
Left. Right. 10 more.
so instantly by just, like, having them die when they first start the game. The whole point of the game is to, like, motivate you to exercise,
Flawless.
and losing battles early would not do that. So
You
I think
should
it's more
feel
so
it in your
that.
stomach, not your
Again,
arm.
maybe later it changes, or maybe it's meant to be if you keep up with like doing all the stuff, you'll be fine. I don't know.
Careful. You don't have many hearts left. What?
Maybe. Should I drink a smoothie just to make sure? Or drink one smoothie. I don't know how much damage he's gonna do on his next attack.
What?
It shouldn't be more than 1 heart, but just in case. Just in case.
Okay, let's move.
Although this probably will kill him. That was probably a waste.
Excellent. Neat.
That was probably, this might kill him. Never mind.
Nice. Well
Yeah, this will
done.
probably kill him.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Amazing.
I should.
Okay. Increase your pace. Good job. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, killed him. I wasted a smoothie.
Great job. Go drink some water.
That's a good idea, actually. I haven't done that like all level. Good idea, Ring. Good idea. More level ups. Knee lift! Big attack damage. 50 attack compared to our biggest is 30. It's also exhausting as hell. So you can have 6 at a time, so we're gonna get rid of knee lift. Because I physically can't do that one. And we continue on for a run. Can't believe there are monsters here. We're in the level though. Woo.
That was a great run. Drop your hips.
Oh, yeah, we did it. We did it. Woo. Woo. My sweat is apparently shiny and beautiful. Woo. Again, like even day 3, it's just like I don't feel like I'm gonna die after every day. Like I feel like I'm breathing heavier. I'm feeling like I'm exerting myself, and I'm a little bit, whew, but I don't feel like I'm just like, oh, fuck. Like I don't feel like that, and that's the important thing. You know what they say? The early jogger gets the worm. I'm not eating worms, unless you cook them properly. Can you cook worms properly? I don't know. We just found spinach smoothies in a treasure chest. I'm feeling lucky. I already used one. Sorry. Oh man, an empty treasure chest to boot? Today really isn't my lucky day, is it? Oh, whoops. Who am I kidding though? There's no way a shining jewel could have really fallen from the sky. Would this be our fault? Depends on your definition of properly. Oh, I'm gonna die. Even so, what could this shining jewel be? I bet you're as curious as I am. Based on the picture they're showing for it, I think I know what it is. Anyway, it's a town! Oh jeez, the monster took all the ingredients. I didn't find a present. I'm not taking it and going back to the store empty-handed. So that must have been when the monster stole the ingredients. And we should pay the general store a visit. And all of these people to talk to as well. Visiting towns, NPCs, stores, RPG. Welcome to the general store #1. We have the freshest movies and trendiest new clothing. Start living your healthiest, happiest life today. Well, I can only show our clothing right now, but... Oh, it's you. I'm sorry, but we're out of smoothie ingredients right now. We're not out of ingredients, they were stolen. Hubby was late coming home last night. He was attacked by a monster, and it stole my smoothie ingredients. Oh, the monster came out of nowhere. which is why I prepared for this. I have emergency ingredients. That's my honey. Okay, we're open for business. Let's make smoothies like never before. Actually, our blender's also broken. Hubby, let's have a chat later. So here's our clothes shop and our drink shop. So we're obviously gonna go to the clothing store first. Change your clothes, change your attitude, change your life. See any clothes you like? So we can change the look of our character. Yes, what you see in the box art isn't the only thing you can wear. So these will give you extra stats. So we can go for the Savannah Athlete or the Crystal Dancer. I'm gonna go for Savannah Athlete. Hell yeah. Change them right now? Hell yeah, I'll change to that. Now we go back up, we go over to the bottoms, and once again we get the two sides of that. Savannah Athlete, because we'll just buy the set. Change them right now. Hell yeah. Go back up. Can we afford the shoe? We can afford the shoes. There we go. There we go. We have the full set. All of our stats are slightly buffed. And we won't buy any of those right now. I do want to 100% this game, just so I get the most amount of exercise out of it that I can. So we will buy, like, all of the gear as well. But I'm not going to do that right now, because I know, obviously, it's an RPG. More gear is going to appear later. Buying more gear now doesn't affect our stats. I'll just take away money from later stuff that will affect our stats. And then there's the drink shop. It's dangerous out there, and a smoothie is great for health recovery, but I can't make one for you since our blender's broken. Aww. And we can sell any stuff that we want. I don't have time to sell stuff right now. Oh, we can't even sell stuff? Fine. What a disaster. Where in the world are we going to find a new blender? You know, the general factory is blenders. Who? That's right, honey. There are blenders at the factory. There are still monsters everywhere. Going out there could be dangerous. Good luck, hubby. Oh, okay. I guess I'm off to the factory. We still have to fight Drago. Our last face-off was pretty tough. I should have think another round before buying a few smoothies to heal ourselves. Excuse me, Mr. Hobby? Would you mind following me to the factory? It also seems like a dragon from the land at night has arrived here. I'm worried that more and more monsters will appear. It's a problem for us too if we can't buy smoothies. Can we help? Shall we help these people out then? Of course we will. Of course we will. But there's also dialogue. Chat with the townsfolk. What are smoothies for? Hiya, did you remember to bring along a smoothie? Smoothies they sell at the store bring back your hearts and help you out in lots of other ways too. Mom says I should never go on a walk without one. Secrets of sportswear. Did you see the new clothes that they've got at the store? All the clothes that Miss Honey makes are special. They look and feel their best when you wear a matching set. Wearing a set is supposed to make you extra powerful. I'm gonna save up and get some of my own. Sweaty? Well, you're all sweaty. Is that because you're training real hard? Don't forget to drink water. That's what sweat is. Water that came out from your skin because you exercised. You gotta put that water back in. That's why it's good to drink a cup of water a few times a day. Or you drink so much that you need to pee in the middle of Celeste rooms. Cold water is the best, which I keep trying to tell people, and they're just like, nah, hot water though. Not cold water, fuck you. Ah, refreshing. Nothing beats an ice cold water. Did you know that your body absorbs cold water more quickly? That's why it's so perfect for rehydrating after some exercise. I don't respect you. I try to tell people that and they don't listen to me. It should be here, but... Grrr, monsters! I knew it! I knew I couldn't do it. I knew it. Please! Blender's on the other side of this general factory. Do you think you can fetch it for me? Oh, we always knew it would turn out like this. No recommendation of fit skills. I'm fine with our loadout. Onwards we go. To the factory. Air Blast is stronger. Can you open a door in one shot? Wait, you can open doors in one shot if you push harder? Oh, they probably mean like the little ones, not the fan ones. They probably don't mean the fan
Game
ones.
seems off. I may be misaligned. Just face me downward.
Yeah, they probably mean the ones that are just like the single doors that just flap open. Not the ones with the fan. Do you know people who drink hot water on purpose? Oh, pretty much everyone I work with. I don't know whether it's a Chinese thing or not. Most of the people I work with are Chinese, and there's a number of them who insist on like hot or like between hot and like room temperature water.
Press.
And some of them get confused that I like prefer ice cold water.
Okay, let's move. Engage your inner thighs as you push. Very nice. Perfect.
What does engaging my inner thighs mean?
Excellent.
Do you want me to push it with my thighs, game?
Nice. Good
Is this what you
job.
mean? Am I engaging my inner thighs?
And return.
Is this engaging my inner Is that engaging my inner thighs video game? How do I engage my inner thighs with this? Is this Tensum?
Amazing. Ready. Let's pick up the pace. Fine
I
work.
don't know what that means.
Yes.
Confused instead.
Perfect. Amguard.
That's bizarre to me. Yeah, I'm with you. Cold War is fantastic. Oh, absolutely. 100%
Feel it in your stomach
cold
when
water.
you breathe out.
And again, it's absorbing into your body faster. Again, whether it's a Chinese cultural
Select a
thing
skill.
and like, or stuff like that, I have no idea. It might be. I don't know. Raise arms. Now this one's exhausting, but it's really fun. Look at this shit. Ready?
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right,
Right,
left,
right.
left, right, left.
There we go. I can't slide my feet the way Tip is.
Well
But
done.
whew, it's a shitload of movement that one, but it is fun. Like it's fun to just make your body move that much. But it is exhausting. Single toughest thing for cardio for me in this game that I've done so far. Oh, it's getting in my face. Get down. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I jumped. No.
A ramp perfect for jumping.
All right. More squats.
Bend your knees, then straighten all the way down.
Grab the coins. Oh, next one. Go on, get him. There we go.
Outstanding.
And
Okay.
keep running. Oh, get him, get him, get him.
Keep it
Yeah, I
up.
got them all. Oh. Wait, stop. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck. The ring con got fucked up. Oh, so good thing I wasn't doing anything. The ring con fucked up. God damn it. Damn it. The ring con stopped working and it distracted me and I missed the jump.
Okay.
God damn
Let's
it.
select the skill.
Damn it. Just got the ring on the fuck up. Move like it stinks. I need a drink. Running a knee lift, so. Definitely lost level for today. Alright.
Twist. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Right.
Chest up and stand straight. Left, right, halfway there. Left,
Oh, look at that, it sounds big enough. This is what I'm doing.
left, right, left. 5 more.
Ring con calibration. This is not perfect today.
Perfect.
Ring con calibration's having some issues today. It's not lagging me.
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms.
Boom. Easy. Oh, it's a great enemy. Chair pose. Chair pose. Oh, squatting. I'm not squatting enough for it, apparently.
Bend slowly. Slowly return to the starting position. Be careful not to overextend yourself.
There we go. Very glad I have to do this very often today. People do this every day in a row sometimes? Oh, God, no way. No fucking way can I do that. Not yet. Not yet. Alright, run. Little hops. Whoa. Oh, no, really? God damn it! God damn it! I missed all the bonuses, all the money! Oh god.
Enemy's color, then select
Big
the
frog
skill.
enemy. I'm gonna need to knee lift this one because it's got a lot of health. Oh god. He's ready for a full rep of knee lifts.
Knee lift.
Like a full set, I mean. Oh god. And because it's not a holder, it makes you do so many.
Move super energetically. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right,
Whew.
left, right, left, right. Get into the groove. Left, right, halfway there.
Oh god.
Right, 10 more. Left, right, left. 5 more. Left, right.
Oh.
Excellent. Amguard.
Oh, that one's hard. Oh, that one's so hard. It's do. But it's exhausting as hell. Oh, oh my god. Oh.
With your legs bent slightly,
Oh. Oh. Oh, it's so tiring. Vanilla makes me think about opening up coconuts. Oh my god. Oh god. This is so exhausting on the heart, that one. It's the cardio for it, not the muscles. But again, it's definitely like my muscles are definitely better than my heart, which is concerning.
bend your legs. Neat.
Like that just my heart that bad.
Amazing.
Well, I think it's heart and lungs.
Fantastic.
Because I'm also just like exhausted breathing wise.
Yes. Nice. Perfect. Great. Amazing. Very nice. Excellent. Challenge yourself. All right.
Definitely slowing down.
Excellent.
Definitely slowing down.
You got it.
Definitely my limit today.
Great move.
Oh my god. Whew. Level 12. Oh my god. We did it!
Drop your hips. Strong
Yay!
victory.
Oh my god. Knuckin' Fackin'. Whew. Whew. Like, it's physically fun to do the knee lift. It's so exhausting though. Splashed water all over myself there. Also, I thought this wouldn't be that much time each day to do. Because I never timed how long it's taken me to actually play a day of Ring Fit, right? My exercise time's like 12 minutes. The recording for Ring Fit's been going for like 44. I mean, obviously some of that is like setup time before it, but still though. It's a lot of downtime. You know, the blender! I think there'd be more monsters waiting at the end. It's really good that we didn't bring Mr. Hubby with us. Well, we got the blender. Let's hurry back to Mr. Hubby's place. We did it! Thank you so much! Now we can put smoothies back on the shelves. You have saved me. I'll have all the smoothies you could ever want at the general store, so drop by whenever you want. You can now buy smoothies at the general store. No, we'll finish the dialogue. Even if you're enjoying the game, you should never do it. Remember to stay hydrated. He gave me 2 options for a break, and it's just like, hey, seriously, don't overdo it. I guess because my difficulty level is low, and I said I want a casual workout, it's probably why it's asking me after relatively not that long. Again, I've seen people where their exercise timer here, like per day, is 45 minutes. You must be playing the game for like 2 hours straight to do that. No, I'm not gonna do another level. I just want this dialogue because it's, you know, part of what we've already done today. Welcome, I've got smoothies ready. What do you have? There we go. And he also sells ingredients. Smoothies, so we've got a spinach smoothie, which is just good tasting, and then a grape smoothie increases your leg attack power. Also, listen to the music carefully, right? Where this one's like a bit bassy and a bit like wob 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 sound, and then we go over to a honey. And it's like a more upbeat kind of one. Like a little bit more of an upbeat sound to it. And then you go back to this one and it's like both at the same time. Like synchronized together. They cared so much when they made this game. They cared so much. And you defeated the monsters to get the blender back? How impressive. Yeah, yes, it was terrible. Parallel motifs. They cared so much when they did that. Actually, that's something that I was going to mention when I got the color coding, because with the color coding it's more relevant. I'll mention it now, but if I remember, I'll try to bring it up in the others. When you do the exercises, depending on whether it's an arms, chest, legs, or yoga, the sound changes for that. Like, you've got the standard battle theme, right? I think it's instruments. Different instruments come in depending on which one you're doing. Like, on the yoga, it's like this, like, I don't know the exact name of it. Whoops. It's like like that synth sound in the background. it kind of gives it that gentle sound. I think the leg stuff is like real percussion, like beat, like boom, boom, boom kind of stuff. Different instruments are like accentuated and become the focus when, like, depending on which exercise you're doing as well. Again, they cared so fucking much when they made this game. Like, the love and attention and care and detail that's put everywhere, considering it's also an exercise game at the same time, is commendable for it being an exercise game. Like the shop stuff here. Like, so many games don't have stuff like that. It's so cool. Little musical details like that are what I live for in games. I mean, we just, like, before today, if you're watching this on YouTube, we were just playing Celeste, and, well, fucking Celeste is all of that, right? Like, Celeste is just full of that shit. Like, the moment Battleland showed up is when the synth kicked in. It was awesome. And, like, as you, like, progress the level and complete objectives, like, they add a new layer to the same song. It's like, oh, it's great. And nobody helped you? You did it on your own? Yeah, yes, I did. Oh, hubby. All set. So the general store is back and open for business, isn't it? I used to be able to make smoothies myself, but then my powers were stolen.
Alright.
Okay, we got a little distracted, but with everything settled, we can get going again. The Drago. So I'm gonna call it there. That's enough. That's enough. Oh, yeah, you can see all the stuff here. It's like, by the way, for the change look stuff, oh, it doesn't show you here. I think it shows you in the catalog. If you want an example of how big this game is, the game's fucking massive. Like, that was the clothes that we bought. Like, this is like the crystal one that was there, and that's that one. Here's all the tops that are in the game. The game's fucking huge. We've completed 1% of the catalog. I know we only just started getting items. Fuck! Game's massive. Again, it's the end of... It must be the end of the next world. I'm pretty sure... So this is World 3, because I know I've gotten past this world. World 4 must be the world that I beat. Because I know I've done this. There's a very specific distinction that I can remember about, like, the next world. So the next world is the world that I've beaten when I got through this. That's an entire screen of items more than I was expecting. There's so many. The game's fucking massive. Again, I don't know how many worlds are in the game or anything like that. I want to find that shit out for myself whenever we get to it and stuff like that. But just seeing that shows you that the game is fucking huge. So yeah, end of World 4 must be where I got to, because I know I know what, like, just the map. I know what the map looks like for the next world. So end of World 4 must be what I got to when the furthest I've ever gotten to this. But anyway, we're gonna do the cooldown today. And we're going to end it there for today. This is the end of week 1 of Ring Fit Adventure. Let's fucking go! End of week 1. I'm going to, again, until I can do a point where I can do more, the aim is 3 a week. So this will be the end of the first YouTube video. Week 1 down! We stuck for it for the first week. Now it's got to do that perpetually for the rest of our lives. That was a good day's work of Ring Fit Adventure. Let's go to today's exercise. We don't have enough space. I don't have enough space? Really? Let me fix that. Sorry, I'm definitely keeping the track of that stuff. I can literally just delete these 2 things here. And we'll be fine. Fitness achieved? Not quite, not yet, not yet. We're getting there though. We're getting there though. Fitness has started. And we'll get there eventually. I don't think I've ever gone through my catalog of screenshots on the Switch and deleted them. So I think I've still got stuff from there, like, from 2017. That's probably why I'm out of space. I've done 400 ring presses so far. Holy shit. Good job. You got this. One thing about the length of your session. You've been exercising for a while. You're going to try more challenge. Try increasing your difficulty level, but don't overexert yourself. Next week we'll do that. Fitness initiated. There it is. And we'll do some cooldown stretching.
Let's begin.
I like how the game
static
picked
stretching.
up that I did more
You
today
won't
because
need
I
the ring
told the
card.
game to, no, I want to
Be
keep going
mindful of
twice.
your body and stretch within the range of your ability.
Again, like doing more on like
Use your right
like
hand to pull back the
imagine if I had
fingers
to
of your
do more
left hand
of the knee lifts.
while arching back.
Like
your
if I had to
left
do like
wrist,
6 more
stretch
knee
your
lifts.
left arm forward.
That being said, again next week I think we'll be fine. Until I feel like I'm at a point where I can't do it.
Now do the
The
same
the
on the
idea
opposite
is
side.
every week, like the beginning of every week, we're going to increase that difficulty
Take
level by
care
1.
not to bend the elbow of the arm you're extending.
That's the goal. I feel like I could up it by 1 right now. Like,
Bring
that's the
yourself
wild
back
thing with
slowly.
exercise, is that obviously I don't feel
Raise
fit
both
or anything
arms
right
and
now,
pull down
but
your
even on
left
day
elbow.
3, right? And I haven't done this every
Stretch
day in
your
a
upper
row. Like,
arms while
I
pulling
started
your
this on
elbow
Monday, today
downward.
is Friday, and it's my 3rd day of doing this. That's the wild thing with exercising, is that even today, I can feel the difference
Now do
between
the same on the
the
opposite
first
side.
day and today. Not like a massive difference, not like,
Be careful
oh,
not
I'm
to
like
let
so
your
much
upper
better than
body
I
tilt
was
to
there,
the
but it's
side.
just like, I can tell the difference between the end of a day from then to now, of just like how exhausted I feel, how sore I feel, how energized I
Bring
feel, and
yourself
stuff like
back
that.
slowly. Join
Like
your hands together
it's not
in
like a
front of you.
massive jump or anything like
With your
that,
palms
but even
facing
after a
out,
few days,
stretch
it's
out your back.
noticeable. Of just, yeah, this is definitely what, like, it definitely helps, because I can already feel it a little bit helping. And if you do it every week, then all of those little bits
Bring yourself
over a long
back
time will add
slowly.
up to a lot. So that's why I'm thinking, yeah,
Put your
one,
right leg forward and put your hands on your
one
hips.
extra
Bend your
a
right
week,
knee
the
and stretch
difficulty
out
level,
your left calf.
until we hit a point where I'm just like, that's where I gotta cut it until further. Just start with it. I'm okay with that. I'd like to do it for the first 8
Now
weeks or
switch
so,
legs.
like 8 or 9 weeks. So we hit 20, and maybe at 20 we'll
If you're
wait
less
there
flexible,
for a bit.
it's okay if your heel
'Cause
goes
again-
off the ground.
The maximum is 30, so I'm not doing 30. Like, I would like
Bring
to be at
yourself back
level
slowly.
30 by the end of the game, but I don't know how feasible that is.
Widen your stance, place your hands on your knees, and
Oh, I
drop your
remember
hips.
this one, yeah.
Rotate your left shoulder inward and extend your left hip joint.
Definitely doing this correctly. Definitely correct. No mistakes being made here in this one. None at
Return to
all.
facing forward. Now stretch your right hip joint too.
Oh, I felt my neck crack on that one.
Be sure not to let your knees bend inward.
Trying my best. Trying my best.
Bring yourself
The
back
world's
slowly.
widest squat. Oh,
And your stretching is complete.
hell
Good
yeah.
job.
Let's fucking go. This game rules. Week 1, done. Good job. Now here are today's tips. I was thinking we'll start by playing on 30 as a joke, and it's kind of ridiculous. It would be so excruciating, I imagine. Physical activity can help increase muscle strength and endurance. Don't overexert yourself. That brings us to today's theme. Is muscle training all about reps? Proper form is important too. I'm trying my best for the form. I think better form will come with better fitness and less muscle, and less physical mass. There's definitely somewhere I can tell getting into the right proper form is difficult because literally parts of my body are so large they get in the way of parts trying to be in proper form. In muscle training, muscle is gained according to the number of reps you perform. Reps are important for building muscle, but so is proper form. And proper form can help you avoid muscle strain and injuries. Too many reps and your form can suffer. So it's best to stay aware of your muscles, watch your form, and perform the right movements to target your muscles properly. Don't overexert yourself. It's a good idea to take a break if you feel tired or aren't focusing well. Hope to see you again. Goodbye for now. Whew. Well, that is week 1 done. Whew. Whew. I feel good. I feel good. The fact that it's been so easy to just boot this up after, like, a normal stream is so encouraging. Because, again, I have fucking tried to play this game and stick with it for a long period of time so many times before. And again, World 4 is the furthest I've gotten. Because, like I can think of what the map looks like for World 4, so I know it's not World 3, right? I don't know what the map looks like for World 5, so I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten to World 5, right? So the next world's the furthest that I've gotten, which, to be fair, is still quite a bit away. You'll see when we get to World 4. But the fact that it feels so natural to boot this up after we do, after the first part of our stream where we just do I just do my normal streaming stuff, and then we just boot into this and end on this, it feels natural. And I felt like even the first time I did this, or the times that I stuck with it the longest, which I think was the first time, maybe the second or third time was when I stuck with it for the longest. I'm not sure. We're talking over the time span of, like, the last 2.5 years. So I'm not sure on the exact specifics or anything like that. But it's Like, even, like, the first time that I did this, right? Which was, like, buying a brand new game. Let's do fitness. Like, I didn't come into it with that, like, I've already failed this before mentality. So I was, like, the most excited for it. Even then, on, like, day 2 and 3, even day 2 and 3, and every day after that, it was always a case of, I had to fight with myself to convince myself to do it. Of just be like, you know you want to do this, so fucking do it. And I'd have to basically argue with myself to convince myself to do it. We're doing it as part of the stream. Like again, if I was just doing it on my own, it would be on a day-to-day basis, decide when to do it and convince myself to do it. But because I make it part of my stream schedule, and I stream very, like, if I'm able to stream, I'm very consistent with streaming and stuff like that. I said at the beginning of the week, I'm doing it on these days. When I stream a game on that day, I know, oh yeah, after that I'm doing that. And it's just, that's the important thing, right? And that's the important thing for, like, any health habits or anything like that, is to make it a habit, to find a way to make it a routine that you can stick with, something that feels natural. Like, every single time that you have to, every step that you can convince yourself to not do it is a step where you can fail, right? So making it part of the stream just removes that, because it just feels like, oh yeah, this is just what I'm doing. I'm just continuing my stream. It's just a natural part of it. And that was the exact reason why I wanted to stream it. I wanted to stream it because I know my habits with streaming. I know my consistency with streaming and being able to do it. It's literally the exact reason why I wanted this to be a streamed thing, because it would make me stick with it, because it's part of a natural routine that I know I can already stick to. So it's helped a lot. Playing it post-stream, like, it's a really good idea. I always find routine stuff is always easy if you can attach it to something you're already doing. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Because, yeah, I stream so, like, it's so easy for me to stick with streaming. It's been a routine for so long where I'm just like, oh yeah, I finish work, I come home, I have my lunch, I get the room ready so it doesn't look like absolute shit for the webcam and stuff like that, and then I start streaming. So this is just now part of that, right? I mean, that's like, but the thing that you say about attaching it to something you're already doing, I have found that in other parts of my life. Something that, like, I've struggled with my entire life, not because I talk myself out of doing it, but it's because I forget. Like, it's just something that's hard for me to remember, is brushing my teeth. Like, that, like, it's not that I'm just like, oh, I don't want to or anything like that, right? Like, it's a 2-minute thing, like, at most, it's like, it's super easy to do, right? But I constantly would forget to brush my teeth, because just, if I'm not in the bathroom and I'm not anything, I just forget that it exists, because my memory sucks ass. So now, I brush my teeth after I shower. I'm in the bath, like, I'm still in the bathroom, I just had my shower, and I'm drying off. Brush my teeth then. I'm already there and I know that I do it. So now I'm very consistent with it, because I shower almost every single day because of my hair. Like, I didn't shower yesterday and my hair is shit for it, but that's because I crashed and fell asleep really early yesterday, and I decided, like, I fell asleep on my, like, sitting on my chair playing Final Fantasy 14, because I just fucking crashed because it was a busy day of work. So now I'm just like, yeah, I'm really consistent with, like, brushing my teeth, because I now do it as, like, part of my shower routine. So, yeah, what you say about attaching to something you're already doing, 100% accurate, yeah. Yeah, just, like, that's the important thing for just, like, any health stuff. I mean, like, really, not even just health stuff, just anything that you want to get better at. Like, that's always the thing, right? For basically anything to get better at, it's just, you need to find a way to make it a habit, make it a routine that you can stick to. Like, it's amazing how powerful that is, because taking a shitload of little steps every single day will always get you further than trying to take a massive step once every few weeks. And, again, that's exactly what I wanted to do by streaming Ring Fit Adventure, and I feel like it's, like, mentally, so far, obviously it's only week 1, it can still fall apart. I desperately hope that it doesn't, so I'm gonna try and do everything I can in my mental power to make sure it doesn't, but how easy it was to, like, when we did it on day 2, it was just like I was doing React stuff with it on day 3 things, and today I was playing Celeste. It was so fucking easy to go from what I was doing for the stream to this. It was so dead simple. Like, it was just so, it felt so natural to just be like, yeah, I just set it up and now I do it. Where, even when I stuck with Ring Fit for the most before, which, even Ring Fit is the exercise that I've stuck with the most in my life ever. And the most I've ever done it is 13 days or something beforehand, right? Even when I stuck with it the most, I'd have to convince myself every day to do it. Where this just felt normal. So I'm really happy at the end of the first week that mentally what it feels like to stream this is exactly what I was hoping it would feel like. I've been holding off playing this game again until I can stream it again. I was like, I want to do it properly, because people were just like, just use your camera that you currently have. That ain't gonna fucking work, so I'll have to move the camera into place every time, and that's another step where if I'm just like, I feel like I could play Ring Fit, but I'm not bothered to move the camera in place, that's another point of failure, where I can just end up not doing it that day, where the way I've got it set up, this format is set up, I never have to change anything for this format. My camera is in the same spot every single time, because it's literally a separate camera. I don't have to worry about like setting up the microphone or the OBS and stuff like that, because it's already set up for the rest of the stream, so like eliminate as many points of failure as I can and set up something that I'm already doing, and it feels like it's fucking working, and I'm so happy for that. All we're gonna do is stick with that, which hopefully we can do if we just keep doing this as streams. But anyway, that is it for the end of week 1, for the end of the Twitch stream, and end of the first episode for the YouTube audience. Thank you all so much for watching. This is definitely the weirdest LP I'll ever do. I think even in the future, I don't know if I can get an LP that's weirder than an exercise game LP. I don't know how many people out there do full LPs of recording themselves every single time they do this. I'm sure there's a number of people who have, but I'm excited. But thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you for week 2, where we hopefully do another 3 days of it. That's the fucking hope. I know I think I'm busy on like my Friday next week, so I'll have to do the Ring Fit on a different day. But that's the cool thing about it, is that I currently have it set up that I just do it like 1, 2, 3 days that are evenly spaced out. But because I stream so many days a week, if there's a day that I can't stream that I normally do Ring Fit, I can just chuck Ring Fit onto a different day. So it really helps for that. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And until next time, this is version 2, signing out.